I'm coming around to see ya, coming around to leave ya. What is the point of hoping when it's already broken? It hurts to let you go, it's worse to hold on. But I know that I'll be better when you're gone. Said I know that I'll be better when you're gone.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Loot.bet Season 2. This is the Cup, but I guess so many online tournaments that Loot.bet run, it's just incredible. I haven't been on these broadcasts before, and it's a very last minute sort of thing. I've been pulled in. My name is Dinko. Hopefully I'll get to cast a couple more of these Loot.bet games, because they're generally looking like a pretty fun tournament. We've got Windigo taking on DreamEaters here, and this looks to be a very exciting prospect. Obviously, Windigo are a team that have performed very well recently. You know, they've had a big land win at WSG finals, where they ended up winning 500k. Definitely a massive payout for them. And the DreamEaters are also pretty interesting, though, because they're a team that have started to play very well indeed in the sort of CIS region. I casted the We Play tournament, where they were playing against some of the other better CIS teams within the region, and they actually performed very well, reaching the LAN finals in Kiev, where they'll take on the likes of Hellraisers and Vega Squadron and obviously Avangar. So performing quite well here, the DreamEaters as well. So both two interesting teams to take a look at in this best of three. Windigo, obviously they're a team that you probably look to be the favorites, but recently some of the online results haven't been that convincing. So perhaps there's a bit of a chink in the armor that perhaps DreamEaters can chip away at. But we look at the maps here. Obviously, Overpass being this first one that we'll be finding ourselves on. The second will be Dust 2, and Mirage is our third. If we go through the video, obviously Windigo go towards their pick of Overpass. They love this map. We've seen them play it time and time again. The second map coming in will be Dust 2. It's the CIS home ground, so obviously DreamEaters are going to be very comfortable on that one. And obviously, if we need to go to it, which I feel like we will, it'll be Mirage, is that third map decider. There'll be some very interesting topics to talk about throughout this series. We take a look at DreamEaters' roster. We'll find ourselves Crad, Forrester, Sviat, Speedak, and Kinkai. Over on the Windigo side, probably a bit more familiar with some of these players. It's Victor, Blocker, Bubble, Poison, and Ships. Ships and Poison being a very interesting two players. Let me take a look at the statistics on the screen. Pistol round wins, 35% win for DreamEaters, 50% win for Windigo. And it's most likely favouring the Windigo side here. Well, initial fights coming in here. Speedak up towards middle, trying to take a couple of shots of that USP. Has to fall back in towards the site. And will be a relatively spread out play from Windigo across the map here. Very slow approach coming in with the Glocks. Not worrying too much. Victor starts to make his way up towards middle. Got himself his teammates there, along with a little bit of utility in the hands of Bubble. So Windigo can start to take this one slowly as they move across the map up towards A. There's only one player here currently, and that is Speedak. He is jump spotting. He's trying to find some information towards middle that he can work off of. And as soon as Windigo realize that they can charge in towards that bomb site, they will. Speedak is holding the site, crosses back into the corner, needs to stay alive as Windigo start to bombard the A bomb site. It's a kill from Speedak. Victor drop, Bubble will get the trade right back for Windigo though, but Sviat is standing tall. The bomb, it's getting planted, they've walked in, it's a flurry of frights for Windigo. Crandall right in the site, his teammate arrives with him, but it's not enough here. Forrester doing his best, he's inside of the site, but it will be the knife kill from Ships off camera that comes through, and Windigo will find the pistol. So the odds definitely were correct in this one. Round number 2 reached. It's Windigo. Across the board, they have got themselves a Mac 10, Galil, 3 AK-47s, utility there as well. And the DreamEaters, they're going to start to charge off towards a lawn. Poison hiding behind the rock, behind the tree. As they start to make their way up, I'm just going to play this contact, and this is where DreamEaters could actually pick up a couple of kills. Poison needs to be careful, he's going to walk around the corner. 3 unwanted players standing right looking at him. The kill will come in, it's 1 for Poison, traded back immediately, but Blocker topples the tar of 3 players. He's got himself 3 on the anti-eco, Sviat into the 1 versus 4. And this is not looking likely for Sviat, I have to say. It's always good to be an optimist, but this is just not going to happen. Windigo will find themselves 2. And they'll be very happy about this as well. A good start coming into Overpass, their map pick. Obviously, they want that. Well, Sviat probably going to be dispatched with very shortly. He's just sitting around waiting for an exit, but Windigo are not going to give him anything. And Ships will take him away. It's going to be a 2-0 start here from Windigo. A little bit prolonged in the last, but eventually it will come through. And this is where things get a bit more exciting for not only us, the viewers, but perhaps the players in the server as well, as DreamEaters will get themselves the buy coming in. Immediately, we're seeing a heavy presence on the AUGs, the scoped rifle, should I say, coming into play. And there we go. Sviat collects himself one as well. Kenkai rocking the good old M4A4. Well, round number 3. It's looking like a bit of a slower play from Windigo again. Wanting to take their time just outside of party. They will start to move on in. And interesting enough, the most recent update to Overpass makes so that you can no longer have contact with the balloons. You go straight through them like you're a ghost. In the past, you used to be able to stand up on top of them, but Bubble coming in from behind. Crad, he's got the angle as well. The trade does come through, but it's not really enough just yet. It's a 3v3. Ships will get the advantage for Windigo, and they'll try and hang on to it as well. Speedak up towards the toilets, connects on the Blocker, who was playing towards the balloons, who's now finished off. Poison and Ships, last 2 players alive for Windigo, make it only Ships because this team has fallen short. And now Forrester and Speedak, they look to just try and get this over the line. No more player to find. Ships probably the player you want in this scenario, though. Currently sitting with 97 ADR, a 3.0 KD. Bomb getting planted into the 1v2. Ships punches in the digits on the B-bomb site, but this retake looking to come in from DreamEaters. They want to get back into the site. They don't want to allow Ships to walk away with this. This is the best chance possible for DreamEaters to start to really challenge for the start of this first half. Starting on the CT side as well, that's where you want to get that good start. They start to move in to the bomb site. Ships has actually just left it completely, went up towards Graffiti. There's the first head spotted. He's collected it. He knows where the second player is, but it's Speedak taking the headshot. It will be DreamEaters walking away with their first round. Or is he? Not enough time. He's got to run away. He hasn't got a kit. It's actually the clutch coming through from Ships. Well played from him. Runs down the time. And DreamEaters end up losing that one. Windigo connect for the third. All the kills come in though for the CT side. But money is still a problem. Only 1 player surviving. That's not enough. Over on Windigo, they got plenty of cash. Shots coming in through the door. Kinkai's just going to be sitting here on the other end of the toilets. Goes for the CZ spam. It gets dropped by Victor. Now the pressure looking to be applied towards A long as Poison starts to make his way on up. One player on the other end of it. That is Fiat. And his head has been ripped off his shoulders as Bubble holds towards the connector. That is another kill. And Windigo, and this should have been a round they walked away with easily. In fact, it will be. Brad looks to try and dent them slightly and really shouldn't have had any chance of doing anything there. Gets himself a couple of taps, nearly gets the second kill, but it's Windigo taking 4 and continuing their flawless start on the T side. I do say flawless, but when I say flawless, I literally only mean with the start that they've had in terms of score. It's definitely not been easy for Windigo. They've struggled at times. Well, shots being received and returns inside of water, but it will be the opening kill coming in from Windigo as Poison connects with AWP off towards long. Speedak not really expecting that. He does get dropped. Flashbang going over towards long. It's Kinkai holding the toilets. Great headshot from Blocker as he starts to make pressure in towards the toilets. Sviat is just going to hold off towards long with the AUG. Scoped in, looking down the barrel towards 3 players coming towards him. It's the boost. He hasn't spotted the head of Poison, or has he? He finally looks up. Not a single kill. He will eventually get one, but Blocker trades right back. And this is still looking good for Windigo. They're primed and ready to take 5 as they start to move in towards the A bomb site. Crad and Forrester, they'll try and hold on, but it's a headshot from Chips. Crad now left into the 1v4. Oh, gets one. Somehow still alive. Has to fall further back in towards the B bomb site, and that will be a 5-0 start from Windigo. Overpass is their playground. This is the map they pride themselves on, the map that people should be scared to play them on. And quite often, more often than not, in fact, we see Overpass get banned from the opponents of Windigo, but DreamEaters obviously feeling confident enough, or perhaps unconfident on another map, they're willing to let it slip. 5-0 here. Windigo off to a blistering start. DreamEaters this time. It's a good time to call a pause. I'm assuming it'll be a tactical for the DreamEaters as they are again facing a weak bye. So tactical pause seems to be coming through. Just before this, I was actually I was going to pick myself up a nice little dessert. I have a chocolate fudge cake and ice cream. It's kind of melted now, but I mean, I hope I'll enjoy it. But we're ready to get right back into this one, ladies and gentlemen. A short timeout came through. And a good start already from Poison again. Has been finding a lot of success in those opening frags. Connects on to Crad early. And if I remember right, you know, I haven't really casted too much at DreamEaters. I've casted a little bit of them. Enough to understand some of their players and how good they are. I remember Crad is definitely a player that showed a good performance. So definitely not a player you want to lose early. if you're DreamEaters, although this run really shouldn't mean too much to them. Obviously, if you call a tactical timeout and you face another weak buy, it's generally the first gun run you're going to be worried about the most. You will slightly brush over what you want to do in this sort of weaker weapon run, but it's mainly towards the main gun run. That's when you want to have a plan in place and a change perhaps in some of these problems. And you definitely need to adapt to what Windigo are throwing at them. And it's not really been too much from Windigo that's been that impressive. I mean, it's just been very much, we'll find an opening here, we'll try and exploit some of the weaknesses towards one bomb site. And again, it's here, Windigo charging in with 5 players. They've got a man advantage wherever they decide to go. And they went towards the B bomb site, and luckily for them, no one here to fight them on the CT side. It's a headshot from Victor up towards heaven. Speedak coming in with a kill on the Deagle, but all the frags are going in favour of Windigo. They've only lost Victor, and now Kai faces himself into the 1v4. He's going to run away. I mean, he's got Kevlar and a helmet alongside the CZ75, so wouldn't be the worst case scenario if he actually saved this on over, so that's definitely the call here. Wants to make sure that he has that one into the next round, and doesn't want any problems to occur. I turned up the volume slightly in game. Hopefully that it solves a couple of problems, if there was any. But yes, Blocker being highlighted here, currently sitting on a 4KD. Not bad at all. Windigo off to an excellent start here, 6-0. They currently sit on, as DreamEaters want to change that. Here comes the first gun run we've seen in a while from them. It will be the double up setup in play for Speedak and Crad. The Augs in the mix for Forrester and Sviat, and Kinkai actually rocking himself the M4A4. Definitely leaning towards that a little bit more than the scoped counterpart. It will be Kinkai to start things off as well with that M4, but instantly traded back by Victor towards short. And there's a weakness now in the B-bomb site. Forrester has to try and patch the hole, but it won't happen as Victor is able to drop him with the AK-47. Nice Fiat, Speedak and Kinkai. Do they want to stand a chance? Do they even stand a chance of clutching back this retake? They need to find the first round for DreamEaters. The bomb not yet planted, so there is a window of opportunity to work with. Now it has been planted, but they're close by on the site. They could definitely go for this retake. Victor sitting towards Graffiti is just holding with the AK. Kinkai is going to step into the open. The smoke faded. His vision was no longer cut off, and that will be the frag from Victor. Sviat and Speedak have to fall back in towards water. Speedak with the barrel train towards the short position. Time ticks. And again, it'll have to be the save from DreamEaters. Windigo walk away with a 7-0 start. Not looking good at all here for the CIS team. They haven't been able to find themselves even a slither of a chance into these rounds. Yes, they've got a couple of kills, but in the whole grand scheme of things, it's not looked good. And I think they've got a dropped player from the server, unless Ships is duplicated and Victor's decided he wants to join DreamEaters. Which it's definitely unlikely, we'll say, during a match. So a pause has come in. This one's definitely a technical one. So I have got confirmation that is a technical pause for the DreamEaters. Suspected, as you can't really play with 4 players, can you? So just for sort of setting the scene, this currently is the consolidation final between DreamEaters and Windigo, so essentially it's the third place designer, right? So a little bit of bragging rights, a little bit of extra cash going their way as well. Or, sorry, this is not actually. The winner of this will go on to play Gamer Legion. This was a very sort of last minute thing from me. So, again, I didn't quite get to do the preparation I probably would have liked to have done for what I do for other casts. But taking a look at, we can just run over sort of the older brackets. You know, AGO started off with a loss to DreamEaters, where DreamEaters were able to beat them 2-1, went on to play Windigo and ended up winning that match against Windigo. Gamer Legion went on to play DreamEaters in the final stage of the upper bracket, and DreamEaters did fall short 2-1 in the series. Not quite sure if that happened on stream. Hopefully it didn't. Hello, ships. And Crad. That's not a duel you want to be seeing too often if you're Crad. Ships coming in and dropping you. Poison does fall, and it's into the 4 versus 3. Will be the 7-0 start here from Windigo. Looking to try and get a little bit more than that as well as the time starts to tick away. Moving on up, Speedak. He will hold towards the connector. AWP scoped in, headshot onto ships. Again, this is not looking good for the CT side, but if they can continue to do damage on towards Windigo, they can keep that economy modest, so at some point they can break that down. And again, that's relatively unlikely that they will be able to do that, but we'll see. Surely this half isn't flawless from Windigo. There has been a couple of errors, a couple of weaknesses I've seen from them that can definitely later be exploited. So we hit the score of 8-0, a flawless beginning here from Windigo, already confirming themselves, in fact, a 1-round lead moving into that second half, and they would love to get a little bit more than that. They have got the AWP in the hands of Poison, who's definitely quickly becoming a very hot topic, but there goes a kill from Bubble, opening things up again. Can he trade back? Effectively, you better believe he can. He gets one trade back, but it's not enough, as the kills keep coming through for the T side. Crad does his best to keep it even, and he does so. Back into an equilibrium. Missed shot towards short. This is the point where he has to stay alive though. Cannot give away his life for free. Doesn't matter. He'll go for the pick. He will find the kill. Can he grab the second? Poison will disallow that from happening. So Sviat falls into the 1v1. Poison, who have just bigged up. He's got 94 ADR. A 1.4 KD so far in this match. Has to win against Sviat. It's not been a great start for DreamEaters. Sviat close towards short. Poison holding that angle with the AWP. He's going to hide inside of the smoke. This is definitely a risky play. Sviat's going to try and move through. They're right beside each other in the smoke. Sviat hits the spray. That is so awkward. Sviat walks right through the smoke, realizes Poison is an immovable object, and decides to crack his face open instead and see how that works for him. As DreamEaters reaching their first Windigo. There's the first loss for them. And it came down to the 1v1. Close again. So the CT side, you know, not really in the best economic position, but with the round win and also the loss bonus that was building for them in the end, they have some little reserve cash in the banks. They will get themselves a buy through. So things looking a little better here for DreamEaters. As long as they can capitalize off of that round win and don't allow it to fall away, they could definitely find themselves back into this half. Best case scenario is 7. Worst case scenario, it's a 14-1. But we'll see what outcome we will find. One number 10. What does it have in store for us? As a Molotov is going to go deep towards Speedak, a flashbang over the top of the toilets. And taps coming in from Victor towards the top of the connector. He'll start to make his way down the stairs. Checking the corners, left and right. He'll start to make his way back up towards the top of the stairs. Speedak has the AWP looking down the barrel. It's a couple of shots coming through. Speedak under pressure. It will be 4 HP left on him. He has to stay alive as Windigo continue to pressure his position. If he is to fall, that's a big weakness in towards the A-bomb site. And Windigo know this. They know they want to try and drop that player, but Sviat knows he has to go aggressive. Low HP in his teammate. Doesn't matter. Continues to fight. Traded back by Poison, who's actually got himself 2 kills. Incredible stuff from the sniper on Windigo. Crad and Forrester find themselves in a 3v3. There's 30 seconds on that clock. Speedak alongside them. And that will be the kill coming through. Ships and Poison. The dynamic duo continue to bombard the A-bomb site. And Crad into the 1 versus 3. Has to make his way back up from the connector. Has the op looking down the barrel. Up towards top mid in towards the A-bomb site. And the bomb is finally planted, but at this point, Crad, is there really a hope? No. Bubble peeks down towards middle. It's now I'm found for Windigo. And the money, it's not that bad on DreamEaters, but it's not enough for a full buy. Do they want to go for a bit of a half again? Allow Windigo to reach double figures and try and really push for that number 5, but no, they've gone for the decision to purchase. Now, I'm definitely not against this. It's just, it's a pretty good buy. This is it's not the best buy, but it's definitely not the worst. Windigo's economy isn't untouchable. It's definitely looking strong, but it could be broken at some point. DreamEaters can consistently chip away at it, and that's an excellent start. Speedak taking the frag onto Poison. The rest of Windigo starting their walk back towards the B-bomb site after losing that man. Quite an influential player, isn't it? Poison gone from the server in the first couple of seconds of run number 11. They'll miss that, definitely that presence on the sniper. Instead it'll be Bubble on the AWP this time. Victor, Blocker, and Ships also got himself on, so got quite the presence on the sniper end of things. And here they go in towards the B-bomb site. Is it really the best strategy when you have 2 ops in play on the T side to run through Monster? Probably not. It's quite ill-advised. Ships will get 1 frag. It's into the 1v4. It'll actually be the ace clutch here if he's able to pull it off. It's highly unlikely, but he will try. 45 seconds on the clock. Ships looking towards Monster. We'll take a monstrous play. For Ships to be able to pull this one off. At this point, I think it's just about biding this time, trying to get that sniper into the next one. Money will quickly go on Windigo if they continue to buy AWPs. They're probably best to just save that one for a rainy day and let that cash build in the banks. Gives them the best fighting chance moving forward. And this sort of back and forth counter-strike that's coming through, definitely not going to favour the CT side. And that not so much either. Ship's able to get himself another kill, but he's about to walk into the lines. Den is the flashbang towards Monster. He will throw one back in return, but flashes himself. Time gone, and he dies after time. That's not good at all. He would have loved to have either saved or died before the time. The worst scenario is not being able to save and dying after the time. So no money, no sniper. And Windigo, this might be the start of their money problems, as there's not too much left in that bank on a lot of their players. DreamEaters, they need to win this one. If they aren't able to pull it off, things are not going to look good. The odds from Loot.bet, definitely not looking good for DreamEaters here in the series. And a 7.80 for DreamEaters. And Speedak with the pickup again, consistently finding that opening kill. He's done that a couple of rounds, not 2 in a row at least. Poison was the man to fall in the last, but this time it's Blocker for Windigo. Gotta fight again with a 4-man deficit. Haven't really been able to pull it off just yet. There goes Poison. Great stuff from Speedak. Gets himself another. Forrester drops one with the AUG, and it's all on the Ships. A 1v5. This is much better from DreamEaters. From a team that was struggling, they've turned it right on. And Ships continues to try and fight though. Has got himself the double kill. It's deja vu this time. Only he doesn't have an AWP, it's an AK that he's wanting to hold on to. I think it's fair to say it's just as unlikely he'll be able to do that as it was with the op. Well, the bomb is just going to be lying there on the floor. Kinkai is going to be at the tippity top of the stairs as he starts to make his way towards the bottom of it. It's Ships with the headshot. Kinkai finished off and Ships into the 1v2. 25 seconds left. Ships with the triple kill. Has to be the ace clutch. This would be incredible from Ships as he starts to make his way back over towards the A bomb site. Sitting there, currently occupying this site is Fiat. And if Ships can get rid of him, it certainly is on. He looks towards Optimus. Not yet spotted. There's the kill. Ships, it's into the 1v1. He's got 4 kills already. If he manages to pull this off, it'll be one of the most incredible plays I've seen in quite some time. Ships just holding towards the bank, running right into it. It's Crad. He's bit. Ships knows it. He looks towards the bank, but Crad, no. How has he pulled that off? Kits the frag and Ships. The clutch doesn't come through. So close, it was a sitter. And he's going to be kicking himself about that one. What could have been a heroic play falls to nothing. 0-0. In a second. He lined up for him. Just sitting there in the bank. Ships hears the footsteps. He has no idea that he's close. Ships peeks in. Still cannot win the duel. And that will be a run that will haunt him for quite some time, I'm afraid. As Windigo reach themselves 9, it will be DreamEaters starting to chip away at them. Trying to get that lead. Pulled back slightly. If they can get 6 at the half, that's the best case scenario, but it's not looking good again. Forrester doubles up inside of Monster. There's the 3rd kill. Monster hold here from Forrester. He could get the ace as he starts to continue to fight right through the smoke. Bubble doesn't want any of that. He's got to get away. And Forrester is hungry for it. Chopping them down towards Monster. And Forrester spots him. He wants all 5. He'll get it as well. What a hold from Forrester. The heroic plays from DreamEaters just keep coming through. And here we get to see it again. Those first 2 kills, the 3rd on the USP, switches up to the AK-47. It's just a game of gun game here for Forrester. And they'll get nowhere near that B-bomb site. Windigo have just been destroyed. Odds have definitely started to come back to a more level playing field here. 4.95 for DreamEaters. It was looking pretty dire for them a couple of runs ago, but the speed hack, oh, the no-scope. Close towards poison. This game has just become nuts out of nowhere. DreamEaters performing very well. Kinkai with a headshot off towards Bubble. Victor sitting here inside of the playground. It's Ships with the headshot. Much better here, but no. Blocker and Ships, the last 2 alive. It's a 2v4. Ships on 1 HP. Has to go back and recover the bomb. And he's come close to winning a couple of these clutches, but this might be a stretch too far. Blocker really has to be the man that takes the meat and potatoes of this clutch. We'll start to move in towards the B-bomb site. Hasn't quite cleared water just yet, and waiting for him is Forrester, who's still hungry. He wants even more. He's already got himself the ace, but he wants a double kill. Molotov forces Ships back into the open, and Kinkai, he will take him. He's a sitting duck for the frag, and it's 9-5. Somehow, this has just become a close half out of nowhere. It feels so quick as well. There's that no-scope from Speedak. Is just perfect on the sniper. That's the type of play you can really get caught out from as well. If you're AWPing close middle. Kind of hard to react quick enough, but Speedak does an excellent job at it. So Windigo. 9-5 is the scoreline, quickly looking like it might just be 6. As Forrester with another double kill. Bubble will strike up towards the connector onto Kinkai. The blocker, Bubble, and Poison. Can they pull off the 3v4? Crad continues to fight for DreamEaters, gets himself another frag, and Forrester's got himself the triple. How has this happened? How has he just stepped up massively like this in the last couple of rounds of the half? Bubble somehow gets the double kill, and it's into the 1v2. He's got himself the triple. Has to be the ace clutch again. How many attempts have we seen at ace clutches so far in this game? Ships has come the closest to it. Couldn't quite connect the last kill. Bubble starts to make his way back up towards A. taking long, trying to fake his presence towards middle. And we'll start to just barrel on up, but a player's currently sitting inside of toilets. This may be the bane of its existence, as you might hear those footsteps running towards the A bomb site. I think they have realised that now. Another rotation comes in from Sviat as well. And Bubble, he's on the AWP, scoping in on the site, desperately looking for a player. Too many angles to check, has information, there's one towards middle. He wants to turn this into a series of 1v1s, but it's going to be impossible. 20 seconds left, he has to try and get that bomb planted as well. Moving in towards Bank, over the top of the stairs, playing this perfectly are DreamEaters, not giving him an inch. They know he'll take a mile. And Bubble plants the bomb safely. Time is ticking. 40 seconds on the plant now. As Bubble looks to try and take the fight. There's the shot, it connects, but not the kill. Spins back, looks towards middle. It's the frag on the sniper, and one man remains. It's Fiat into the 1v1 as Bubble looks to try and drop him as well. Again, this would be the ace clutch. All 5 frags going his way to try and bring Windigo to 10 at the half. As Fiat desperately coming back in, it's the shot, and it's Bubble. The ace clutch does come through. Windigo reached 10, and DreamEaters, their hearts are broken here. Such a valiant effort at the comeback to get 6, but they will be happy with 5, considering it could have been much, much worse. We take a look at that performance at the half, currently sitting on top for the DreamEaters. Forrester with his grand performance in the last couple of rounds. Bubble reaches the top with that ace. Great performance from Ships in terms of frag. 17 and 10 has been the top fragger for the side. Nearly came close to winning the clutch himself with all 5 kills. Couldn't quite connect the last. And Poison has been doing a stellar job as well. Has died quite a bit in the opening engagements though. And I think that's really important to talk about over on the DreamEaters. Their turnaround really came when the opening frags went their way.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half. This is where things are about to get very interesting. Windigo, what a performance they had at the start of this game. A flawless beginning from them. Did start to fall away from them. They did win the pistol. Can they win it again here in the second half as DreamEaters look to try and come on back in? Bubble with that ace clutch again, and the end of the half has definitely spurred us on for some interesting prospects into the second half. This is only map number 1. We have got Dust 2 and Mirage coming up next if needed for Mirage, of course. But Dust 2 will definitely be arriving. Windigo on the CT side now. On Overpass, this is definitely looked at as the favourite side. The map is slightly CT sided. Windigo, this is their map pick. The map they should be feeling comfortable on. The map they've had great results against some of the best teams in the world on at times. DreamEaters, definitely the underdogs in this one. They start to make their way towards middle. Smokes at the ready for an execute in towards the A bomb site. Players currently sitting here at 4 Windigo, 3 of them close by, 2 on the bomb site itself, the 3rd rotating in. They've got 2 players on the B bomb site trying to get over quickly, but it's killed for Forrester and Speedak. They will get themselves 2. Victor, Bubble and Ships now left into the 3v5 retake. As Bubble starts to make his way back in, it's got to be the headshots. The USP needs to connect them. Forrester sits on top of the truck, the rest of them covering the site. They've infected towards the toilets as well. And at this point, Victor and Bubble have to try and get back on it. Ship's now the last man alive. He will be falling as well. A flawless pistol from DreamEaters. All the headshots come in. It's a 10-6 scoreline. DreamEaters needed that one as well. So stellar job from them. They'll be very happy with that pickup. Again, if you're interested in placing your bets, make your way over to Loot.bet. The sponsors of this tournament, of course. We reach round number 17. Things are not looking good for Windigo in terms of their buy right now. It's not even a buy. Zero investment, full eco for the Windigo team. Will be the Mac 10. Sviat is looking to try and drop them with the Mac 10, but it's not going to happen. CAK is finding the kills. Victor gets one on the return. 2 kills coming in from the USP. It's not exactly bad. Ends up with 3 frags for Windigo. That's actually good. Considering the zero investment, you know, finding even 1 kill would have been a bonus. Finding 3, that's a birthday. That is definitely a big celebration time. Well, here we go. 10-7. Can DreamEaters pull back the comeback, or will Windigo? Oh, they're going for the triple boost. Speedak is going to look for this opening kill, looking towards Graffiti. There's the shot. Blocker jumps up. The kill comes in. Speedak makes it look easy. We see time and time again, sometimes people can feel that boost, but not this time. Poison's actually pushed all the way through Playground. Has got that AUG in play. Damage being received and done. Crad will pick up the frag. And it's a 2-man advantage for DreamEaters. This is just flawless from them on the T side. They look to have a trick up their sleeve as well. As Windigo, they should be the masters of this map, but they're being caught on by gimmicks. And Kinkai, he'll just wait. Ships gladly gives his life, and that will be Kinkai just waiting, taking it for free. And this should be another round for DreamEaters unless Victor and Bubble pull off one of the most incredible clutches we've seen. Shouldn't happen. Should just be DreamEaters biding their time, crossing their T's, dotting their I's, and making sure they take it to 8 on the scoreboard for them. DreamEaters starting to move on in. It's Victor with a headshot. Pick up onto Crad, looking for a second, but somehow it falls to Forrester on the UMP. Definitely should have expected another frag at least there from Victor before falling. Now Bubble into the 1v4. It does fall very quickly without a single kill. It's actually the SMGs that do quite a bit of damage there for DreamEaters. They'll be happy about that. That's some extra cash into the bag and get to see this boost again. Oh, perfect. It's kind of the boost countering the other boost. Perfect stuff there from Speedak. And sometimes we do see teams sort of mess that boost up. You know, you'll see the third player slide off and you'll miss your window of opportunity. It's very slim, but you can definitely pull it off. And the odds, look at this, right back into close contention. As Forrester looks to try and continue with grit forward towards short. Flashbang assist from Kinkai results in the kill onto Blocker. And that's the man advantage already here for DreamEaters. Speedak able to pick up ships. Victor, Bubble, and Poison into the 3 versus 5. Crad starts to make his way around towards middle, clearing this area. We'll look up towards Party. I'm sure he'll be happy just holding this position, because his role at this point is just to cut off rotations while the rest of the boys from DreamEaters are over towards the B-bomb site and will eventually commit in towards that side of the map. The bomb is currently there as well. They've got a lot of players in very good positions on the B site, so they should just commit there. And the fact is Windigo have every single player alive over towards A long, so going into B would definitely be the best call here for DreamEaters, and that's exactly where they're going to go. Crad might find himself a couple of frags though running at him. Once that bomb eventually does go down, they will realise that it is the B-bomb site that has been attacked. And there we go. Crad, multiple players running across his crosshair. It's only striking into action now with 1 kill. Looks back towards middle, but it's actually the frag from Bubble that will come through on the CZ. Upgrades to the Deagle. And looks for a couple more frags here actually. They can walk away with a few kills. They'll be pretty happy about that. DreamEaters' money isn't exactly flawless. There was a couple of weaknesses, but that's perfect. Good teamwork. Forrester up on top of the boost of his teammate. Gets the headshot. Poison. You see him do some nasty things with snipers, but this might just be a stretch too far. And then he spotted. Kinkai drops him. It's 9-10. The scoreline Still favouring Windigo, but barely. The momentum definitely not favouring them. And this is that great little bit of teamwork again. Forrester, that is just perfect. Just shows that DreamEaters are on a great level right now in terms of synergy. Their teamwork is flawless. They're working together. Their boosts are well practiced and well rehearsed. And that is good to see. It means they've done preparation on this map. And you know, you sometimes see teams when they're not on their map pick, they kind of look lost, but this is a good sign moving forward for DreamEaters. Could they walk away with another victory over Windigo? Already beating them in the tournament before in the upper bracket. Windigo looking for revenge, but DreamEaters want to continue their flawless run. Against Windigo at least. 3 players over towards the B side. Bubble, the lone man towards long. Can he get it done? He needs at least 1 kill here. Anything more than that is a bonus, but if he doesn't get a single frag or even damage, then it's looking unlikely they find too much success. But that's a great kill. Bubble stands strong. Not yet falling, actually has poison to assist him from the A bomb site. So he can look over, the sniper peeks for the frag and Bubble is still alive. He wants to continue. At this point they realize they cannot trade upon this player close because there's an AWP watching it. They have to use the smoke. They'll clear it and he's gone. Like a magician. Poof behind the smoke. And no one will see where he went. 10-9. Could this be 11 for Windigo? Can they finally find their first of the second half? Been dominance from DreamEaters on their T side. Bubble. Has not spotted him. Forrester's head's just above the wall again. Forrester paying off for the boost. His teammates really assisting him in getting these kills. And that's within touching distance. Poison needs to stand tall on this A bomb site. There's the frag that he needs. Looking for a second as well. A third? No. He doesn't get the second kill. In fact, he will just fall after 1. And Forrester, the only player getting anything done from DreamEaters. He only gets the double kill, and Windigo will reach 11. Well, Victor running in towards B. It's going to be a faster play from DreamEaters in towards this side of the map now as they charge up through water, up through short. They've got to hold on to the B bomb site here. Victor, he'll peek out. His head gone. Ships needs to stand tall but finished off. And like Blocker and Bubble and Poison, it's save time. No way you win this 3v5 retake. Their teammates just fell like flies. And DreamEaters walk away with a blistering round win. Windigo have no other option but to try and save this op, along with the M4 and the FAMAS. Great job, great change in pace from DreamEaters. Whoever called that definitely knows how to play this game properly, because that is just perfect, you know. Okay, Windigo, this may be their foothold back into it. What are we going to do? Just slap them up the face with a B hit. Perfectly played there from DreamEaters. They want to result in their double figures being reached as well. 10-11, this game is truly on at this point, and Windigo in a scary economic position. If they cannot get it done here, their money will be gone, and that's where DreamEaters will take the lead.
Terrorists win.
Match pause coming in. I think Windigo realise at this point this is definitely looking a bit scary. Pause undone. Game will resume. It's 11-10 here. Windigo in the lead by 1. DreamEaters start to make their way across the playground. You have one player off towards long. This could be the push that they need. DreamEaters surely just move on in. Speedak holding the long angle with the AWP. Again, Bubble finds himself in the similar position we've seen him previous. And we'll see DreamEaters start to move their way close towards him. Bubble is just going to try and hold on the other end of this flower bed though. Flashbang over the top this time. It's not going to really do too much, and not a single kill. 2 quick frags from DreamEaters. A third elsewhere from Speedak. And again, it is over unless Ships can stand strong. Super strong, but it won't happen. Kinkai will drop him after only 1 kill. And Victor, he's out of there. Again, it's save time. What a play from DreamEaters. They're just winning every engagement. Every fight is going their way. And Windigo, they stand no chance. Well, he'll be fortunate enough to save. I mean, that really is the best case scenario at this point for him, right? Shouldn't really expect too much more to come on in. One player just died to the bomb. Victor wanted to take a fight in towards the B bomb site. Couldn't quite win it, or in fact forced the fight. Well, Forcer's definitely trying to sneak around here outside the wood. Trying to spot as much information or hear as much information as it more is. He's been sent down as an audible scout to try and hear how many players are on the other end of the wall. Speedak going to be holding this angle towards Monster. The only thing he'll be seeing is a bunch of grey smoke in his face. So the slow play can resume. DreamEaters, they changed the pace for 2 rounds and then slowed it down again to try and keep Windigo guessing. Perhaps they adapt to the faster plays. So you know what? We'll throw them a slow one. Excellent plays here from DreamEaters. The calling has been efficient. It's been effective. As they start to move on in, it's Crab with a headshot. Windigo answer back with 2 kills, though it's Victor on the ult for 2 frags. What a shot from Speedak, connecting right through the smoke. Another push comes in towards B. It's Forrester looking to barrel right through. It's Fiat with the kill, though. Blocker and Bubble have all the work to do, especially Blocker at this point. He's finished off alongside his teammate elsewhere. It's 12-11. DreamEaters take the lead, and even when Windigo find the opening engagements, when they have the man advantage, they lose it and they win the round. It's open kills here for Speedak has been perfect here. 5 opening kills in this game, leading the way just in behind that Forrester. You can see it is the DreamEater side dominating the top 3 spots of opening frags. Bubble in there on 3. He reaches top 4, but not enough really. As the names dominating the top of that stat sheet is definitely the boys over on the DreamEater side of things. I definitely need to get myself one of those belts that the T side wear here on Overpass. The belts have a really cool buckle. I'm sure you can get them somewhere. I'm sure someone in the world has decided to make this a gimmick to make money off CS fans. It's like those knives you can actually buy, like the CSGO replica knives. You can actually get a couple of those. Know a few people that got them. Pretty cool. It's quite hilarious how much cheaper the real life versions are in comparison to the in-game items. I'm not quite sure if there's no volume on my end, or there's no volume on their end. Okay, it's back. Okay, I was a little confused for a second. Everything is good. I thought I messed something up, but I haven't. It probably will happen at some point, but not quite yet. Oh, there goes Forrester. Bubble, able to get dropped. The ships will join him in the afterlife. As Victor, Bubble, and Poison into the 3v5. DreamEaters looking to try and just end this here. Forrester, look at that. Absolutely perfect. Quad kill comes in. He's just racking up the kills now. 2 KD, 116 ADR. And with all those frags, a 50% headshot rate. So quite impressive over the board here for Forrester. He's currently sitting on 28 kills, 14 deaths. Definitely an incredible performance from him. Really turned up the heat towards the end of that first half. Another poll's coming in. Hopefully it won't last too much longer. Oh, Windigo. Take a look at their ADR, topping it 83 ADR on ships. He's definitely been the player that's been a consistent performer for them. Although this might not be exactly the game for it. If he can turn that around completely, if Windigo can walk away with this map win, then perfect stuff from them. But if not, then things are about to look pretty scary. And actually the odds have shifted into the favour of DreamEaters, looking like the favourites to walk away with this map. This is kind of scary considering this is the pick of Windigo, and the opening kill again has gone in favour of DreamEaters. It's just consistently gone that way across pretty much every round. You know, if you think back to the first half, perhaps that's when Windigo are winning the opening engagements, but DreamEaters, we've seen the stat sheets dominating the opening frags. Windigo have not been able to pull it back off the back of those early disadvantages either. Have not shown the tenacity to be able to do so. So the utility coming on in is going to be the pre-fire onto ships as well, and right through the wood. Crad looking to try and get it done. It's not a single kill just yet. Through that wood at least. They managed to drop the player who's holding just outside of the connector. I believe that was ships. Poison was the man to get dropped immediately towards middle from the AWP of Speedak. The flashbang goes over the top in towards the B-bomb site. It's going to be another kill. So this time Sviat continuing on to Bubble. Looking for the second. Looks away at the wrong time as Victor able to get one back. But at this point, it's not really looking like enough for Windigo as the push is coming towards the A-bomb site. No one here to defend it. It will be taken by DreamEaters. And they want to continue to do this. One kill from Blocker. It's within touching distance now. It's into the 3v2. And making his way back in towards middle. In the AWP of Speedak, Kinkai close on Optimus Prime. The truck ready to transform Kinkai into a meat-eating man. And there we go. One frag close towards him is Crad. The kills come in. It's 14-11. I had to throw a Transformers pun in there somehow. It really does look like Optimus Prime. Just a yellow version. It's only 2 rounds away from DreamEaters taking this first map. Stealing away the map pick of Windigo. And up next is Dust 2, a map where DreamEaters can definitely perform. The map they've shown in time and time again they can do it. Windigo definitely can pose a threat on the map. Crad. Kill onto Bubble. Man advantage picked out for DreamEaters. Molotov going in towards the barrels. It's Crad with a headshot onto Blocker. Good frag there. The man advantage doubled over on the DreamEaters side of things. The ship looks to try and get it down with the headshot, but it's not going to come in. It's Kinkai who'll actually blister the skull of Ship's Open. And I Poison looks to try and crack a few frags back, but just not really getting the chance. They're not peeking him, not giving him anything. That's perfectly played, and eventually it will be the sniper Speedak watching the heaven position. Forrester barrels right through a Victor, and I Poison left alone trying to fall on back. He's expecting a push from a couple of T's, but no one is coming towards him. Not really anything of value on Poison, I'm afraid. And he'd line up Crad here through the smoke. He's relatively low. Very low, in fact, on Crad. Forrester was the relatively low player. Wasn't. Oh, so unfortunate. Walks right into towards Forrester. That'll be map point. DreamEaters look to try and steal away Overpass. They only need one more to do it. And that definitely could happen here. Poison. He's not really had a great game. He's been dropped quite early on in a lot of these runs and might just see that fate happen again. Over the top of the booster Speedak, he will look towards that B bomb site. Eventually will have to come on down because no one from Windigo is peeking on the desired locations. So holding back inside of the site is Windigo. They've got 2 players there currently, and DreamEaters are sending multiple players towards the side of the map. They have one further away up towards Playground, and that is Crad. He will start to lurk and has been doing this quite consistently and quite effectively as well, I have to say, for the DreamEaters. They don't want to throw this away. They don't want to give Windigo even a slither of a chance back into Overpass because they know they will take it. Windigo, such an excellent Overpass team, not really showing it here. Just waiting, biding their time. DreamEaters waiting for that perfect opportunity, information, a kill, something that'll trigger their attack in towards B. Make their job slightly easier. Crad does his best to try and sell a fake. He will tap one bullet in towards A. Is it enough? Probably not really to convince the players to leave the B bomb site, so they will hold, and it ships for the first kill. Molotov doesn't reach his intended mark, and it's actually Speedak who'll get himself the frag, and actually that Molotov is preventing DreamEaters from pushing through, but it doesn't matter. They've still got the kills. They've got the man advantage, but they need to get the bomb planted. It's another kill for Crad. He will strike in the action from the other end of the map. The bomb planted now as Poison and Blocker have to pull off a 2v4. Blocker up towards heaven, Poison in below. They have to try and move in towards this B bomb site, try and reclaim and get rid of the occupants that have taken it. Blocker will throw the smoke off towards short. That'll cover off the visions of the players on the other end of it. Locks it in towards the monster. Kinkai just holding this. He has the lineup perfect. Could they boost over the top as well? Krad's taking the headshot at all on Poison. The kill comes in from Speedak. It's a 16-11 victory here for DreamEaters. What a performance on their opponent's map pick as well. You have to remember coming into this, Windigo picked Overpass. It's their home ground. The map many teams don't want to play against Windigo on, and suddenly it's DreamEaters stealing that one away. They go 1-up in the series, and you have to say, what a performance there at the top of the scoreboard from Forrester. Another map is coming up though after the break. It will be Dust 2. Join me then. We will cover the rest of this best of 3.
Counter-terrorists win.
You're always stuck in my head, you know I can't forget it. I try to move on, but you're the one that I dream about. I sit alone in my room, drawing up pictures of blue skies. We've been apart for so long, I'm always replaying all the pictures and memories stacked up in my head. I wish I could let you go. I wish I could just forget you. I can never shake you off. You're stickier than my super glue. I can never shake you off. I'm always trying to get rid of you. I'm never shaking you off. My friends are saying move on. I know I don't belong in this fantasy world. I put you in the air. I cover up both my ears, 'cause I know, baby, it's working. It's working. Never shake you off. You're stickier than my super glue. I can never shake you off. I'm always trying to get rid of you. I'm never shaking you off. I'm never shaking you off. I'm never shaking. I'm never shaking. I'm never shaking. I don't wanna shake you off. I don't wanna shake you off. I don't wanna shake you.
Don't you see?
Time ticks and decays, never to return, never to feel whole. Isn't it so easy to lose yourself in time, to draw a finish line, to give yourself to one beyond what's good and bad? It kills me not to know. what's good and bad.
What'd you see?
Time ticks and decays, never to return, never to feel whole. Isn't it so easy to lose yourself in time, to draw a finish line, to give yourself to one beyond what's good and bad? It kills me not to know. Lost beyond the edge, planning what to say. It kills me not to know, but yet I carry on, letting go of safety, holding on to fear. Will you be there when beyond what's good and bad? Beyond what's good and bad.
know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the stream. It's Loot.bet here, and we've got ourselves Windigo taking on DreamEaters. My name is Dinko. I'm gonna be your surprise commentator for today. We did come in last minute for this one, and it's been a fun one. We've had a very good first map, some interesting play, some great individual performances from a lot of these players, and I'm looking forward to getting into Dust 2. This is the map pick of the DreamEaters. This should be the map they feel more comfortable on. But if it's anything to go by in this series, that doesn't exactly always tell the story, because obviously Windigo come into this series, they get Overpass, the map they love to play, probably their best map, or you would say on paper in terms of statistical wins on it, and they lose it against DreamEaters here in a fashion that you could say was not convincing, but to me, towards the second half, it was just dominant from DreamEaters. So first map goes in favor of DreamEaters. They reached us to, this is the CIS stomping ground, the map that a lot of these CIS teams will find themselves on more often than not. They'll have a lot of experience playing against a lot of different opponents on this map, so this is where things get not easier for Windigo. I would have to say much more difficult. Although they are a team that have shown they can perform on this map. They have got individuals that can definitely show up. You have some great oppers. You know, we've seen depth on the team in terms of being able to toss that sniper across the board towards ships, poison. We even seen Bubble pick it up a couple of times in that last map. So definitely a lot of depth on the Windigo side that you can look towards. Over in the DreamEaters, I think the positive sign is a massive performance from Forrester. We've seen a lot of opening engagements being won by them. And I think when you come into a map like Dust 2, where you're winning the aim duels, that is definitely a good factor to have moving forward. This map always comes down to aim duels and winning those fights. And if you're DreamEaters, you'll be feeling confident coming into this. Well, here we go. Into the pistol. Windigo, 62% chance of them over towards them winning, or I'm a little bit confused by the statistic. I'm not going to go too in depth. I don't know anything about it. All I know is this is going to happen. In towards the B bomb site. Crad will be able to pick up the first, looking for the second. He'll connect it, and it'll be back and forth as Poison and Bubble able to get a couple more, but Crad steps up. Speedak arrives to the party as well, and that's all on to Bubble into the 1v2. A minute and 20 left on the clock as well. Plenty of time for Bubble to work with. He slithers back inside of the B bomb site. He wants to turn this into a series of 1v1s. He baits out the push towards Window, but no one is falling for it because DreamEaters aren't close enough to hear it. They're just going to wait for a mistake to be made, and there it is. Kinkai with a patience play was waiting on his teammate to come in from the tunnels. Doesn't really matter. He still gets the kill. It's 1-0. DreamEaters win the pistol, and Windigo drop like flies. Do they want to go for the buy here? Probably not. They're gonna go for the eco. Well, odds here still favoring Windigo in the series. I think, you know, looking at sort of statistics, rankings, you would say Windigo are the team that should be winning the series, but like I said, Windigo have had some crazy results lately, haven't really won some of the games they probably should do. Bit of poor form perhaps, but here comes the push in towards the A bomb site. Sviat with the MP9 looks to try and rattle them down, but it's one kill. Bubble with the Glock coming on through with a frag back. And it's not looking too good for Windigo. I mean, it shouldn't really have ever looked slightly good, but the bomb getting planted is perfect for them. They'll be happy with the bomb plant. They do get melted up in the end though, but they get 3 kills. How the hell does Bubble get 3 kills and a bomb plant? Windigo really shouldn't have had nothing into that, but DreamEaters let it slip slightly, and that means that Windigo will have a very solid buy. Moving into round number 3, they'll have enough for an AWP. Bubble is the man to purchase that on over. Drops it to Poison, and this is where things start to get very interesting. As DreamEaters, they're going to have to go for the full upgrade on everything here. Can't afford to go for a bonus with the amount of rebuys having to come in alongside the bomb plant. From Windigo, they'll know that they have got a solid buy, and so they've got to really play this like it's a serious gun round. Indeed it is. The first of Dust 2. Can they get it done here on the CT side? Moving in is Windigo, trying to change the fact, trying to fight back on this map pick as they start to move on in. It's Kinkai, the first kill, traded right back by Victor. Crad steps up tall, but it's a lineup. A team kill from Bubble for Windigo, but the rest of the kills come through. Sviat can't get anything done. He does get one, but it's not enough just yet. Forrester into the 1v2. The chaos on the kill feed, I didn't quite see that Sviat had actually connected the frag. That changes things, because now Forrester has a chance. The bomb planted as he starts to make his way back on in. With the Molotov going deep in towards the site. Bubble has to fall away. Damage done on the AUG. And Forrester will start to look towards the long position, but Poison has the angle. Poison has the kill, and it's Windigo with their first on the board. Windigo, 3 players make their way out towards long. 4 players from DreamEaters currently situated towards a long. This could get messy for Windigo. The bomb here, it's a standoff, a traditional battle on the battlefield. And it is Windigo trampling over them. 3 kills coming through. Crad and Sviat will do the best to try and make their flanking maneuvers happen, but Blocker will take 2 from short. 2-2 is the scoreline. Windigo is a game of 2s. Poison has a good start. The grenades coming in tall for Windigo. Bubble here with the Mac 10. Only gets the 1 kill onto Kinkai. Crad is going to be finished off. It's 3-2 as Windigo will get themselves into a nice position now, as they will take the lead. They are fighting a bit more here. We've seen, though, on Overpass, Windigo get off to a flawless lead. They were up 9-0, I think, maybe 8-0. One of the two. It's definitely a very convincing scoreline at the beginning, but DreamEaters end up coming back into it. Ends up at a 10-5 half, but Windigo couldn't get anything done after that. DreamEaters will look to try and stay alive here in this first half. There will be early damage done onto Crad. He will be dropped to 11 HP, and Blocker actually wants to try and finish him off as he starts to move up towards the B ramp. He's got to peek towards the window, not the single kill. 1 bullet would have done it, but it doesn't land, and Sviat does damage on the Windigo, but they continue to move in towards B. Window falls as Crad hits the floor. Victor comes in with a headshot, and this is perfect. Windigo have the bomb site, and they will have the round. DreamEaters having to save off towards A long. Well, Bubble looks to try and get rid of Kinkai. Doesn't want anybody to save anything on the CT side. And Kinkai will do his best to try. What is he doing? Why did he run away? He could have held there, but he does end up falling. It's actually Speedak picking up Victor as well. Speedak trying to hold a pit. Flashbang. Oh, it's good, but not the kill. Luckily, he will get that carried over into the next one, and that's the most important weapon for the CT side. We'll take a look at our frag leader at the moment. It's Bubble. He has got himself 9 kills, 3 deaths, and an ADR of 112. Good performance from him. They'll look towards middle to see if they can find an opening kill. It won't be given to them as DreamEaters are going to be stacking towards the A-bomb site. Great frag there from Poison, traded back immediately by Speedak. Into the 4v4. The AWP doing work here. They will realize that the sea of the AWP is over towards A, so they'll go over towards the B-bomb site. They realize that no one is there, or the defense will be very weak here. So they walk on in with their better weapons. They will clear the site. Once they realize it probably will be another save call from DreamEaters. This time a bit more fleshed out as they have an AK, an AUG. P250 is probably the only expendable weapon alongside the AWP of Speedak. So Victor looking to try and get it done here. He wants to try and drop a couple of these players, stop their weapons from being carried over. Forrester taking a lot of damage, but the AUG will fall into the hands of Crad swiftly. He will be dropped as well. And this is just mincemeat for Windigo, just battering them. Keep coming for the AK. He's got himself one, making a triple kill. Fair enough. He'll be happy enough with these kills. Not really amounting to too much more than just frags. Why is Bubble still looking towards the middle? At this point, Kinkai is actually just going to walk in towards B. Bubble should realize he's here with the footsteps being made. If Kinkai can drop him, this is actually very well done. But no, Bubble will drop him in the end. Not too much meaning behind that, but it will be 5-2. Windigo, good start here from them. There's that instant trade from these two players. There we go. It's literally instant. Well, Speedak is going to start to dive right towards middle. He will spot the first, but not landing the shot. It's 1 for 1. Blocker gets Fiat, but Crad will answer right back onto him. And Crad is actually hungry for a second kill. Victor might fall victim to the AWP if he is to overextend this angle. Lucky he doesn't take the step. Well, Victor, he's just got to be sitting down towards middle. Round number 8. One minute on the clock. There'll be ships finally stepping up over towards the A-bomb site as the kill continues to come through. It's Windigo this time. Taking the advantage as Ships has actually got himself onto the site. The bomb will get there as well. And at this point, what can they really do? DreamEaters, Kinkai's the only man close enough to cause a couple of problems, and Poison knows there's a possibility he could be here. Significant damage done onto the Bulgarian AWPer, but it's not the frag. In fact, Ships will drop Kinkai as all and Crad and Forrester into the 2 versus 4. The time taking just under halfway now. This will be a round win from Windigo. They will reach 6. DreamEaters do their best, but not a single impactful frag there, I'm afraid. Crad does get a trade, but it's not enough. His teammates can't get anything done elsewhere. 6-2 for the side of Windigo. Crad will catch one running up towards middle. Pause coming in. I think at this point DreamEaters will start to realize that perhaps this game isn't going as smoothly as they would have hoped. You can see here DreamEaters not finding too much success. They did win the pistol in the follow-up, but after that it's just been flawless from Windigo. 6 in a row. Most of them by elimination, some by bomb plant. Topping the scoreboard is Bubble, currently sitting on 10 kills. Over on the DreamEaters side of things, it's Crad. Well, 9 frags, but you also have to realize that some of his kills are overinflated, some of them not as impactful as the others. On run 9 reaches its beginning. It's the double up setup for Windigo. Smoke goes out from mid. Crossing over on the DreamEaters side. There's one player sitting in towards the tunnels. It'll be the default play from Windigo as they spread out across the map. Crad looks deep towards the double doors. It's going to be Victor with the headshot. Crad is finished off. It's going to be the man advantage here for Windigo. Wanting to make their way out towards long on the T side. AWP wielded. We'll look towards the cart. Bubble hold steady angle. That's the frag on a Kinkai. Forrester gonna fall as well. And it's all once a Sviat into the 1v5. Got the 5-7 in hand, deep inside the middle. The bomb up towards top mid. Windigo have separated and making sure they have control of the entire map. It's gonna get rid of Sviat. They're gonna try and neutralize any possible position he could be in. Sviat drop not surely. Victor will find him. It's 7-2. Windigo looking pretty strong here at the start of Dust 2. DreamEaters really haven't done anything. And what's the T side where they find most of their success on Overpass? Can they replicate that? We'll see if they can. Windigo crossover, 3 players towards middle. Blocker starts to make his way up. Sviat tries to hold off towards Shorty. We'll get one. Ship's trips back. And it's into the 4 versus 4. Bomb can just sit back. Windigo know that they can just take control of the entire map and make sure that they have as much information gathered as possible. Speedak able to find ships, drops him, and Bubble looks through the gap in the door. There's a little bit of a gap to play with. Smoke goes deep towards those doors, and Speedak is going to be sitting here with the op on the top of the smoke. He might just eventually spot Bubble, but elsewhere there's frags going down. It's over towards B, where Forrester will stand strong for DreamEaters, a player that had a massive performance on that first map. Speedak will fall. Bubble continues to push forward, but Kran is there for the trade. It's the man advantage extended here for DreamEaters, as Victor is the last man alive. He's trying to get in towards B with the flashbang from his teammate. Excellent there from DreamEaters. Great teamwork again. Forrester playing off his team. And it'll be the frag coming through to result in a 3rd round for DreamEaters. Their first in 7. Windigo went on a 7-round win streak. That means their money is in a very, very comfortable position. They can continue to buy up for days. That means DreamEaters will have to try and solve their problems by taking them down time and time again. You see the odds definitely starting to favour here over on the side of Windigo, but that's a great boost coming through. Crad able to drop poison. Looking for more. Speedak will try and get it done towards middle. It wasn't actually the boost that reaped the rewards. It was elsewhere. Crad playing towards long. And we find the opening kill, and that leaves the bomb unprotected. The T side look to try and pull it back by going for some counter map control towards short, when they've got currently 2 players sitting here. Bubble clean himself up towards top mid, the bomb now in his hands. Looks to be the fast play up short here for Windigo. That seems to be the call. Could work if they get the first kill quickly. Crad is the man they're going to have to dispatch with. He is playing on the car with the AWP. Train towards short. That's where the play is going to come through. Great flashbang. That's going to force him away, but he still gets the kill. Second flash comes in. It connects, but Crad continues to try and hold. He will get only the 1 kill so far, but that's enough. A 2-man advantage for DreamEaters. The bomb does get planted short, and Windigo have to hold off. 3v5. The retake will have to come through here from DreamEaters. They have got players in position, but they need to do it quickly. They need to find the kills. Otherwise, Windigo could definitely steal this one away. Looking towards CT is the op on the A bomb site. Smoke gets ripped apart. And Sviat is going to try and move on in. It's Blocker here with the AK. Bubble able to drop Crad. And Blocker with the frying on the AK. This is being pulled back. Windigo somehow pull it off for 3v5. And it's it on the board for them. This could end up going all the way to that third map. Third map is indeed Mirage. Well, this is just incredible. How do they pull this one off? 3 versus 5. And it just all goes their way. Windigo already confirming themselves at least a 1-run lead moving into the second half. But we can't get too ahead of ourselves because we've seen time and time again Windigo have these good starts and let it go. We've seen it in the last... I might see it again here in Dust 2. Crap. Grip Fry. Good flash buying from his teammate, Kai. Another opening frag here for DreamEaters, something that they were being very good at. But the good sign moving forward for Windigo is they lose 2 opening picks in the last round and they still managed to pull it off. Something they just could not do on the map before. Bubble will start to make his way through mid. He has got the AWP barreled towards CT. The shot missed. So he'll have to fall back. He's low HP on 15. So can't really get too much done there. And Forrester's going to hold stead. There's the headshot. Victor grabs it. Sviat able to get one back as well. And into the 3v4. The T side with a man deficit. But they've got the bomb side. It's quite similar to the last one, in fact. And we're able to pull off the impossible. Can they do it back to back, though? Ships holding the angle. This would be the trade right back into that 3v3. And it's almost impossible to expect him not to get this. How has he missed the shot? Surely he gets it on the second time of asking. He does. And can actually get more as the barrel, the belly spotted of Kinkai might just drop here. But no, Ships, he will miss the shot. And so DreamEaters at this point just going to save. They're going to have to give it up again. This is just not the way this should be going. If you get a man advantage, you should always at least be contesting the bomb sites. But Windigo will take 9. Not exactly when the script is set. DreamEaters should have had that one in the bag, but they let it go. It's all about hanging on to these weapons. Their money not in a great position. They know that Windigo's is far superior. There's no need to try and get the kills, but they will get a couple. 9-3 now. Windigo could end up taking this very convincingly and find themselves a Mirage in no time. Well, Crad, here comes the players, barreling towards his position. The op scoped in into the smoke. That's the only thing keeping him alive at this point. Misses the shot. That's surely him dead. In fact, it will be. His Blocker will take the opening frag for Windigo. Molotovs go deep. Flashbangs as well. Forrester up on top of the MP9. Spams away. Headshot for Blocker. Now can Kai, Sviat, and Speedak into the 3v4. It's going to be Sviat with the kill. Looking for the second, but Ships will hit the headshot. And now can Kai into the 1v2. Making his way back towards the bottom of middle. Poison and Ships just hold on. The time can begin to tick. Kinkai looking up towards the window. Gonna see what he can find. Ships might just give him something. There's the headshot. Now into the 1v1 as Kinkai has to make his way back in. This will be it for DreamEaters. The way back into the game. Molotov clears below window, but Poison, he's not buying it. He'll just stay here. He knows he's got time to work with. It's on his side. It's 10 for Windigo. Dominant showing here in the first half. And we could very easily find ourselves on Mirage. Or Windigo, definitely favourites for me. They could have really, and should have really, taken this series 2-0. That first map in Overpass, they had an excellent start. It's their specialty. But DreamEaters had something up their sleeve. Something Windigo weren't prepared for. And they did not find too much success there, the Bulgarians. The DreamEaters on the map pick of themselves, the map that should be really the CIS playground, not getting it done. Sviat gonna spam away. There's the first kill. Crad, but Blocker will take away one. Crad able to answer back, and he's been the shining light here for the DreamEaters. They stand a chance because of him. Forrester picks up one on the UMP. It's on Poison and Ships into the 2 versus 3. Man advantage here for the CTs. Flashbang ready to go in towards the B doors, but the bomb has been planted. Poison heads his way towards the back of the B bomb site. Molotov will go in deep towards the site. That'll clear anybody who's underneath the window. In fact, there's no one there in the B-bomb site. It will be ships for the kill. Forrester and Speedak, they've lost that advantage, but they need to get the kill back. There's the frag in the ships. Now it's all on the poison. The star of Windigo gets one tapped. One bullet left in the chamber. Speedak lands it on the head. And it will be 4 for DreamEaters. Perfect again on the retake. This time they will find some success. But can they keep it up? Can they get 5? That's exactly the way Overpass went. This is that beautiful one tap. That is just filthy from Speedak. 1 bullet left in the magazine. That's all he needs. Confidence play. And it results in a 4th for DreamEaters. You have to remember back. Overpass. And 5.5 for Windigo. They end up throwing it away. End up losing the series very convincingly in that second. So if DreamEaters need to stay positive, if they can stay positive, then they can definitely walk away with the series here in a 2-0 fashion. It's not over yet. Windigo need to keep up this performance across the next couple of rounds. And they go into the sites. Fiat able to double up 2 great kills. That's enough. Kill comes in from Bubble though. That's at least 1. Puts it within touching distance. Molotov ready to go towards the car to clear that choke point. But the last round of the half, everything is on the line. Windigo, they need to get this one if they want 11-4. If they want to have a solid chance of taking this map in a convincing fashion, they'll need to pick that up. Molotov goes deep in towards. There's Victor. He's got to get dropped by Crad. Perfectly played here. Windigo cannot get onto the bomb site. Eventually they will, and the bomb gets planted. DreamEaters still have the advantage. Just 2 more players to find, but Windigo are just holding. Missed shot from Poison. No one close enough to really capitalize on that missed shot though, and Poison is allowed to survive towards long. Sees multiple players coming towards him. Good kill. Can he get the second? If he can, it's surely 11 here for Windigo. His teammate elsewhere does damage, gets the kill, and Bubble will assist Poison in that awkward scenario. It will be an 11-4 half here from Windigo. I'm looking forward to seeing the next half of this game.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
Well, we're getting ready to get into this second half. It'll be Windigo 11-4. Many of those rounds could have went in favor of DreamEaters, but they let them slip through their fingers, and that may just be the end of their Dust 2 hopes. Windigo look to try and take this pistol. If they do, it's most likely going to be that 3rd map, Mirage, coming up next. Well, we'll have to see if DreamEaters can cause some problems for Windigo here in the pistol. They're able to do so on Overpass. But again, that seems like so long ago at this point. This Kinkai will drop ships. That's a good start for DreamEaters. Can they capitalize? They found the opening kill quite a lot in that half. But look at this, Victor alongside his teammate making their way through the lower tunnels. This could be the end for DreamEaters as Bubble strikes. There's the first headshot. 2 players there, but they're dealt with. And that's B completely open. DreamEaters know this. And they're going to move on in. Poison desperately trying to get there, but B hops right into Speedak. Not really expecting him to be waiting there. And Speedak will pick up that frag, leaving Blocker into the 1v4. Makes his way back up towards the B ramp. Bomb planted here. Crad attempting to get it. He eventually will get the bomb plant. Blocker into the 1v4. Only moments from death, I'm sure. DreamEaters look to pick up the pistol. Job done. 5 reached. Is this the start of an incredible comeback? We'll have to see. It's all about taking it round by round at this point, not allowing anything to go in favour of Windigo. Performance from Crad has been quite stellar, but a question mark and a real talking point is Forrester's performance. How has it fallen this far? That B bomb site on the CT side was definitely a weakness for them, and Forrester a big part of that. Only 5 kills in this entire match so far. Bottom of the scoreboard when he was so strong in Overpass. Quite the juxtaposition in terms of his performance. Bubble will sit towards long. Multiple players coming towards his position. Good headshot. Looking for a second as well. Nearly gets it, but Sfiat will end him with a Mac 10. It is going to be the man advantage here for the T side as DreamEaters look to just try and cross the T's, dot the I's, and get this one over the line. Smoke goes in towards short. Kinkai making his way up with the AK-47. Has got Crad assisting him towards short. This should be a DreamEaters round. Unless any heroics from Windigo are pulled out of the bag. Unless this happens. Ships with 2 kills. Make it 1 actually. Poison stole away one of them. But it's Victor and Ships into the 2v2 now. It's the Deagle, the MP5, or the MP7 in fact, to try and get this over the line. As DreamEaters drop off the site, the bomb is on the floor. It's Crad, ripped apart by Ships and the Deagle, and it might just be over here as a second kill comes in from Victor. That should be the final nail. Starting to get cracked into that coffin as Windigo reach 12, only 4 away from taking this dust to map pick of DreamEaters. That will split the series. It'll bring us to map number 3. And we will find a victor here. Absolute heartbreak here for DreamEaters. They played well on the first map. The second hasn't really been the same story. Windigo win off the back of pistols. Really should not have happened. Really should have went in the way of DreamEaters. Grenade, it does so much damage on the DreamEaters as they start to run in towards short. They will be met by Ships actually holding from cart. And he's going to be the first man of contact, the first point of contact. He's got the perfect weapon for it. DreamEaters starting to come on in. It's Ships flash, not really effective. Second flash comes in as well. He does get 2 kills, traded back by Crab, but the kill there from Blocker is enough. And he can actually try and get up on towards the site. The bomb plant coming in from short, but Blocker will take down Forrester, the player that really needed to stay alive there. And Victor will get the second kill as well. It is 13 to 5. Performance looking solid here from Windigo. DreamEaters win the pistol, but not much more can happen off the back of it. We are now sitting 3 away from Mirage.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Odds looking good for Windigo here. And we're starting to really be pulled back into much more even territory. At one point, they looked like they were about to favour DreamEaters, but pulled right back in the nick of time for Windigo. They do get that opening kill. Crad looking to try and cause problems, but it's Poison. He's got a barrel of an op looking right at him. But no! What the hell is that? What a shot from Crad. Poison finished off, and Bubble in below towards CT has to slither away. Crad can just set up on top here. Blocker able to take the headshot onto Crad. It's into a 4v3. Man advantage here on the CT side. Forrester hides in behind the barrels. Victor further back. Up towards the top of B ramp. Kinkai's here, close with the deagle. Can he get it done on a Victor? Damage done, not the kill. Victor somehow pulls this weapon in time. Bubble gets one as well, and Speedak finished off. 14-5 for Windigo. They will reach the late stages of this game in the lead, dominantly so. But DreamEaters will try and throw a curveball. And will be the AWP out for Speedak. The AKs in play across the rest of them. Utility is there to work with. Not in buckets and spades, but it's there. As DreamEaters start to make their way in towards the B-bomb site, only one player there for the CT side. Windigo have entrusted Victor to be the man to hold it solo. Then we'll go aggressive in towards long. Oh, Blocker needs to be careful. Forrester actually wins that duel. Looking for the second fight as well. Windigo try and throw a spanner into the works, but doesn't exactly work. Well, Ships, here he goes. Headshot onto Crad. Good stuff there. That's the trade that they needed. Ships replies perfectly. And now DreamEaters start to make their way in towards the A bomb site. Utility ready to go in, but that's a good Molotov from Windigo, but the smoke will land. Poison needs to stand tall. Completely flashed. Sviat takes his teammate. Poison misses the shot. Been a little bit inconsistent. A second missed shot. What is that from Poison? Not exactly what you'd expect to come from a player of his caliber. They are sitters. Shots you'll be hitting every day of the week. But it will be around here for DreamEaters. Windigo forced to save. Poison will be very disappointed about not getting those kills. Definitely could have pulled it off himself. Teammates did drop pretty easily though as well. Ultimately, DreamEaters played better in this round, and perhaps this is the start of a comeback for them. At least an opening. Pause in. Can take a look at the scoreboard. We can see 21 and 10 on Bubble. A good performance from him. Over on the other side of things, DreamEaters 21 and 15 on Crad. He's had a good performance with 116 ADR. Currently the top performer in terms of that on the board, but it's not really enough for his team. 4-3 only on 6 kills. Speedak and Sviat on 8 apiece. 0.38 KD on Forrester, 50 ADR. Quite the stark contrast in comparison to his Overpass performance. But this is the opening that that DreamEaters need. A round win out of nowhere. Can they pull it off and convert that as well? Otherwise, if not, Windigo will find themselves in a very nice position. Good start from Blocker. Exactly what they want is 2 kills coming in. Forrester and Crad just give away their lives. Blocker, good job done, but Speedak, he will find a trade. It's not exactly the full trade, it's just 1 kill. Still, man advantage with Windigo. Can they keep that though? That is the question, as Kinkai is poised towards short. They have Speedak moving his way down middle. Kinkai sitting here up towards short. DreamEaters definitely still stand a chance here, and it could all be off the back of Speedak's AWP. He does take damage. What is this? Bubble doesn't care. He's just taking fights against an AWP. In one angle, a linear angle as well, where the AWP is most potent. But not the kill. 55 seconds. Bomb is picked up and is being brought back over towards the B bomb site. They have 1 player up towards the window, or just in below it actually, is Victor holding this angle. This is perfect for the AUG. No! He's pulled away at the wrong time. Molotov at least will come through. Lines them up, no kills. Oh, that's so brutal. He really could have done it all by himself there, but he's gonna do damage at least. Not enough, really, to be talked about. His bubble will sit towards the window. The Molotov coming in. That play from Victor could have cost him this game. And it's gonna be Sviat dropping one player. And now Poison and Blocker coming back in. The Molotov goes up towards the window. It's Blocker coming in. I meant to say a round for Victor, not quite the game, but it could have cost them a round. It will be 15 for Windigo though. They do pick up map point, and I only stand one away from that third. And deciding map, it will be Mirage. And I think I have to favour Windigo when we get there. I think it's going to be a close one though. I think DreamEaters could definitely cause a couple of problems for Windigo on that third map. Well, Molotov goes in towards the tunnels. It's going to be the spray. Spam coming in. It's Ships to take his teammate away. That is not the kill you want. And then Ships falls as well, so literally the worst outcome possible. It will be DreamEaters picking up 7. Just a simple old B rush is enough to cause problems for Windigo. And Ships actually assisting them in that as well, killing his own teammates. So it was a 6-man B rush essentially. 6v4. Well, DreamEaters. There's the 7th. Probably shouldn't have happened, but Windigo will let that one slide. You can't really avoid the outcome of it though, because they don't have any money in the bank. That could really cause a couple of problems here if they can't get it done in this one. It's kind of unlikely as well, as the buy from DreamEaters is actually superior. They're just gonna go for the straight B rush again. This could actually work. The only weak weapons here left in the site. It's not exactly the ones you want. Not gonna be the B rush, but a lot of presence sent there early. They'll send 3 players out towards middle. Speedak doesn't quite have the AWP in his hands, but he'll still hold the same position. Flashbang through. Only a FAMAS for Bubble to try and hold here. Smoke comes over for the cross. Flashbang goes through. Bubble's just gonna dive straight through the smokes. Doesn't care, wants the frag, spots the arm of Crad, not the kill. He will fall to the UMP, and Crad is going to get another with the UMP as well. The weakest weapon doing all the damage. Ships can't get anything. It will be DreamEaters taking themselves to an 8th. And imagine if Windigo lose this. Imagine if it goes to overtime. Only Poison. Taking away his Fiat. And at this point it's save time for Windigo. It will be another run on the board for DreamEaters. Windigo will probably have to save another one. So you can actually see double figures being touched here from DreamEaters, or at least within touching distance. This Poison will make his way back over towards long. Get up on top of the box and hang on to the most important weapon here is the AWP. Windigo decide to go with a full eco here, which is definitely what they should do. And they've really got to rely on that AWP, finding a lot of impact alongside the AUG of Blocker. So Sniper in play for Poison. He hasn't really been at his tip-top shape, and he will be dropped early here by Speedak. The aim battle not really going down well for the Bulgarian. Oh, bubble. This is where it ends. There's the headshot. He has got to try and hold patiently, just can't get it done. Here comes the push. DreamEaters move in towards the site. Only 3 players here for the CT side. Blocker, Victor, they do find kills, but not really enough to cause that much of an issue just yet. Still, you would say if Victor had a better weapon, yeah, definitely there's a chance, but no. With only the USP, not over. It will be King Kai taking it. It's 9 here for DreamEaters. They only sit 6 away. There's that whiff shot. Oh, that is just so awkward. Sometimes those shots are the hardest to hit. We'll give him that, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But this is only 6 rounds away from overtime. And that's where DreamEaters could maybe even steal away this map. Windigo have let go of leads like this before. This time they want to try and end it though. They want to try and bring it to Mirage, as they've got the opening kill on the speed act. Poison wins the battle this time. King Kai is going to get his teammate boosted up on towards short with alongside him, and they'll start to make their way in. DreamEaters desperately looking for a way back into this. Windigo looking to try and steal it away. Try and take Dust 2. Try and take us to that 3rd. Windigo, like I said, probably should have and probably could have and should have won this series 2-0. But they will have to fight on to the 3rd if they end up winning this one. It's looking likely that will be the case. His blocker coming in with a double kill. King Kai, he's going to stand strong. And he's trying to get it done on his own, but he's only got 1 kill. 4 more to find. It has to be the ace clutch just to get 10. And even after that, it has to be flawless from DreamEaters. It's just not looking likely we'll see them go any further on Dust 2. He is caught in too many angles. It's a 16-9 victory here for Windigo. A big performance from a lot of the side. This time it's a change in pace, and Windigo end up taking it rather convincingly here on the map pick of their opponents. So we split maps. DreamEaters win the pick of Windigo, and Windigo win the pick of DreamEaters. Good performance across the board. Pretty dire performance from DreamEaters, I have to say. Forrester not really able to keep up the level he had on Overpass, and a result in a one-sided defeat. We're going to go to Mirage right after this break, so stick around and we'll see you then.
Counter-terrorists win.
Loot.bet.
Got your head in the clouds, you're delusional. In the notion of all this emotional. Best for sure, I'll be there when you're looking for something more.
down to the ground. You're dragging me. It's constantly. No, I won't make a sound. I love the pain. It sets me free. It's wrong, I can't make right. I love the bird below you, tell myself that this is the last time. It's wrong, I can't make right. Slipping off in the moonlight when I knew the truth. I hurt myself for you. On the ground, I know the truth. I know the truth. I'm shaking now, 'cause you say those things, then shut me out. Got no clue what you have found. I'm a rose in thorns, but you cut me down. It's wrong, I can't make right. I love the bird below you, tell myself that this is the last time. It's wrong, I can't make right. Slipping off in the moonlight when I knew the truth. I hurt myself for you. I know the truth.
Mama says it's for the best, but I don't buy it. Nobody's falling like I'm falling for you. Don't try it, 'cause I know Oh, yeah. This better be the last time, yeah. Even though I always say that, still feels like the first time. Wasn't it the best we ever had? Breathing it in, feeling it out, loving like it's dangerous. Keeping it up, breaking it down. Baby, it was made for us. And I know that someone gotta go. I'm looking for the door, but my feet won't take me. Might as well be under your spell. I'm fighting like hell, but you keep me paralyzed. Oh, yeah. Keep me paralyzed. Can't run from your witchcraft. Wouldn't even want to if I could. Nowhere to turn, I can see that. Cause maybe you're the best I've had. And I know it's bad for us, but it feels so good to me. There ain't no reason to rush, cause it's all we'll ever need, yeah. Breathing it in, feeling it out, loving like it's dangerous. Keeping it up, breaking it down. Baby, it was made for us. And I know that someone gotta go. I'm looking for the door, but my feet won't take me. Might as well be under your spell. I'm fighting like hell, but you keep me paralyzed. Keep me paralyzed. Like it's dangerous. Keeping it up, breaking it down. Baby, it was made for us. And I know someone gotta go. Looking for the door, but my feet won't move. Might as well be under your spell. Fighting like hell, but you keep me paralyzed.
Takes is one glance, and I am taken back. I am under a spell every time that you are near me. I tried not to give in and let myself fall again, but I'm under a trance, and I can't deny this feeling. Watching all the people all around me finding truth, I can't help but wonder, do you wonder too? Were we meant for each other, but it just fell apart? Could we last forever if we start over? For this one reason, if I could just go back and hold your hand falling fast and never let it go,
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
Hello and welcome back to the Loot.bet CS Season 2. We've got Windigo taking on DreamEaters. My name is Zinko. I'm going to be your caster for the last map. We've taken you through the entire series and now reached the final map. This is where things get very interesting. The decider between Windigo and DreamEaters. Which team will take it? We'll have to find out after this one and last map. Overpass and Dust 2 were the first two. We've seen Overpass go in favor of the DreamEaters. It was the map pick of Windigo, but we moved on to the second with Dust 2, which should have been the playground of DreamEaters, the map that they favored most. It was their pick. They end up falling short. So a little bit of a strange series. Both teams winning each other's map picks, and now we find ourselves on the decider map. Will this be a close affair? Both teams relatively okay on this map. Again, a third map in a best of three generally is never going to be a team's best map, but it's always one that they'll be willing to play. That's generally when we get our most exciting matches, because it's always pretty even. Or not, I wouldn't say exciting matches, perhaps closest matches, because they're very even in terms of ability on the maps. So looking forward to seeing what that one is. We're going to go for a bit more of a chill cast this time, because this is going to be super interesting to see as we move late into the night here in Europe. And you'll see the percentage win. It's going to be 50% win for DreamEaters over in pistol rounds, and over on the Windigo side, 48% chance of winning this pistol. So DreamEaters looking to be the favourites on the pistol side of things here. On the T side of Mirage, they've got quite a bit of utility here. It's going to be the smoke double flash on Speedak and Kinkai, Kevlar and the rest of them. I guess we can talk about the decoys, but it's not exactly too much. They gather up towards B, and they're ready to go in for the execute in towards the side of the map. Sitting there waiting on the car is one player. It's Poison. And a bit of a up and down performance on Dust 2. Definitely missed a couple of the shots he would usually hit, so perhaps that's a bit of a question mark in terms of his performance here. High is the level currently. And we see a Poison. DreamEaters ready to go in towards the B-bomb site. Poison will whiff the first shot past one of the players, but that's the information gathering. He'll have to fall back a bit more passive, or at least that's what you'd hope. He doesn't go back just yet. Just over a minute left, 1 minute and 1 second exactly on that clock now. As they start to get ready to go in towards the bomb site, it's actually DreamEaters falling away from B and going back towards middle. They've changed their attentions and the tide will move up short. Utility there, it's flash for short as well. Bubble has his teammate assisting him from this angle. They will get one. It's Bubble with the first headshot. Can he get the second? Indeed he can. The third might just come through as well. Sviat dropped up towards the top of the ladder. Kinkai into the 1v4. Poison will drop him, and it's 1-0. Windigo will find the pistol win. So the replay here of Bubble's shot. This is the initial kill. The second comes in as well. He pretty much is the linchpin for this team. Getting the triple kill up towards short, perfectly played, results in the win for Windigo. That could have very easily have fallen, and the B-bomb site would have been under a hell of a lot of pressure. Well, kill from Speedak. The pistol finding a little bit of success. Poison coming in with 2 frags as well. Will be a bit of damage down here at Poison, able to grab Crad. Victor on 1 frag. Back and forth they go again. DreamEaters here with 2 kills on Speedak. Can he get a little bit more? It'd have to be the ace if they are to win this. It's unlikely he'll get too much down, but Windigo look to try and get off to a solid start. And it'll be ships with the frag. Speedak finished off, and it's 2-0 for the Windigo team. push up towards top mid as Bubble with the MP9 trying to get some damage done. Some cash picked up alongside Ships, who's got himself the long range kill on the AUG. Poison towards Window doing damage onto Kinkai. Does good a bit of damage as well as Poison will finish off the job. It's 3-0 here for Windigo, and they will get it done. Over on DreamEaters, can the purchase come in? It's going to be the AKs across the board for most of the players. Speedak yet to purchase, but I'm assuming he'll go with the AK as well, unless he goes to the AWP. And that's actually the purchase. He'll go for the AWP. There we go. Had some extra money in the bank. This is where DreamEaters can really start to create a bit of a challenge for them. Speedak going for the early pick. Can he find it? No! That was a sitter, a shot he probably should have hit, and he doesn't actually connect it. And so Windigo, they are allowed to get away with murder there, essentially. No kill just yet. On the server, though. Just over a minute now, 1 minute 10 seconds. Windigo looking to try and move their way across the map, but it's actually with DreamEaters pressuring towards Underpass. Windigo just playing pretty dynamically on the CT side. They've got 3 players over towards the B bomb site, but in fact it's going to be the hit in towards A. Blockers demand to get the info there, and he will fall to Sviat. Trade comes in from Victor. Smoke goes down, and that will delay further. They have to get those players over from B over towards A. Victor doing an excellent job at holding, but Crad will finally finish him. It's into the 3v3, 40 seconds on this clock. Poison, he's in towards Window. He will boost himself up at the top of the window as Bubble starts to come in from behind. And he's got the MP9. And there goes Bubble, striking. There's the bomb dropped. Can he get the second kill? Speedak close by. Op falls. Poison. Oh, the double. The transfer connects. It's 4-0 for Windigo. This is not looking good for DreamEaters. This could be the end of them. This start is just a pretty good sign moving forward for Windigo, honestly. DreamEaters find everything, and still it goes in favor of Windigo. They just continue this. This could be very, very dominant indeed. The buy coming in, DreamEaters decide to go for the investment. They're going to leave a little bit of cash in the bank, but not enough to get the buy into the next. So, loss bonus will have to be a big factor for them to see if they can get that solid buy. Well, DreamEaters ready to walk in towards the B bomb site. Ships here with the AUG. He will hold on the bench. It's going to be the kill from Forrester. Can he swing round? Yes, he can. 2 kills there collected. Ships finished off. Bubble as well. Right, Blocker, Poison, and Victor into the 3v4. With the flying from Crad. Can he get the second? Poison this time alongside Victor might just have to pull off the impossible. A 2v4 as DreamEaters. This is looking much better. They find a foothold here at the beginning of the half. If they can really start to develop off this and allow it to snowball, they could end up walking away with a bit of a better performance. You know, looking at this on paper, you would say, okay, Windigo not looking like they want to give up the ghost. They just want to continue this bombardment. But with DreamEaters, they do get themselves a little bit of success there towards the end. And this might just be their foothold, their start into this first half. Well, DreamEaters starting to make their way over towards the B-bomb site. One player jumping up, it's Ships. He throws the Molotov deep in towards Apps. That's going to try and force DreamEaters away from pushing through. Currently Ships is just jumping, trying to get some info off the back of this, but not getting too much. Forrester here, deep close. That grenade is going to start to go on in. There's a little bit of damage, but here comes the Mac 10 push. It's going to be Forrester straight through the window on towards the site. Good kill on the Ships. That opens up the play for DreamEaters. Can they get the second? Towards mid, Windigo not finding anything. Walker desperately gets the trade, and there we go. Just catches him before Kinkai gets shredded by the wall. And 1 minute now on the clock. What can they hope to pull off here, Windigo? That's got to be the retake. Look towards the apartments. No one up there currently. DreamEaters are just playing this super passive, just hiding behind the walls. It's going to be Poison trying to get the shot off towards the bench. Spams through to try and connect the shot, but at this point, it's save time. You've got two big green guns. You've got an organ play along with utility. You got to save those into the next. This is not looking likely for the retake. So it's going to be 2 for DreamEaters. They put 2 together. Not bad in Windigo. Perhaps this is a wake-up call for them. Again, this is a series that probably should have went in favor of Windigo 2-0. When you look at the maps, you know, Dust 2 is a pretty okay map for Windigo. That was the one that should have been weaker for them. The real question mark and the real surprise was Overpass. A map they should have been able to pick up pretty convincingly, and they had a good start as well. But they just let it go, and they have to go to the third here to try and fight it out, and DreamEaters are not an easy team. Yes, they may be unknown to some of you, but this team have definitely been proving themselves lately. Getting into the top 4 at the We Play Forge of Masters, playing against some of the best CIS teams, and doing well as well. There goes a great shot from Sviat. Crowd able to find himself the kill on the ships, and that B-bomb site is definitely a weakness here for Windigo. Again, they're going to have to save, but this time will they get anything saved over as Kinkai is getting 2 kills. Bubble on his own into the 1v5. He'll start to make his way back towards T-spawn. This one is over again. DreamEaters will reach their third, and that is absolutely perfect. Good stuff here from DreamEaters. They don't even lose a single player. Windigo getting outclassed. Take a look at the scoreboard. Currently at the top in terms of ADR on the server is, of course, Poison, who had a bit of a hit and miss performance in Dust 2. They still won the map, but you know, he did miss a couple of shots you'd expect him to hit. This time starts strong out of the gate, already on 8 kills. Second to that is Bubble and Victor, sitting on 5 apiece. Well, 4-3. Could this be the equalising round for DreamEaters, or will Windigo take themselves further to 5? That lead definitely looks tantalising for Windigo. It's just getting it is the problem. They don't really have too much to work with coming into it. They have force bought into this. Everything they possibly could have invested, they've gone into with. DreamEaters, everything they possibly could want is in play. Perhaps bar the AWP. But the push starts to come in. It's going to be Crowd with the opening headshot for DreamEaters. They move into the site. Great kill as well as Victor finished off. Utility bounces across the top of the stairs, but Ships is playing at the edge of the smoke. He was trying to play with it to try and get the frag. He does pick it up on a Crowd, and that's the bomb. That's the big kill as Blocker assists as well. Sviat on the site. That's the frag from Ships. Good stuff there as well. And Kinkai and Forrester, they're into the 2v3. Finally, Windigo will find a way back into this, and Ships will confirm. What a performance from him. A 4K on the hold, and it is 5-3 here on the board. Windigo 2 in the lead. We'll invest everything they possibly can. AWP for Poison, everything there, and the force buy pays off for Windigo. What a hold from Ships. This is where the DreamEaters really need to try and cause a couple more problems now. If they can't break back at Windigo, that's when things start to look a bit scary. That's where Windigo can start to build momentum, start to look potent moving forward. But that's a great kill from Blocker. Crad finished off, and now Victor into the connector. This is where he's seen him have big performances, strongholds as well here. This time at Molotov, that's going to cause a couple of issues for him. He's going to burn inside of it and take damage. He's going to stay alive in 24 HP. Blocker's somehow alive as well. Bubble falls, and it's nearly into the advantages here for DreamEaters. They could have picked up 3 kills in quick succession there, but aren't able to do it. The grenade is going to land towards the bottom of the window. And there's the shot. Speedak able to drop ships, and now this is where things look a bit better for DreamEaters. This is where they really can break back. As Windigo, they did win one, but if they lose one right back, that's not great for the economy of the CT side. Much more difficult to get a grasp of it. Much more expensive to be a CT overall. Question mark beside DreamEaters as well. Forrester be able to have a good performance. We've seen a blistering one. A big factor as to why they won the Overpass was his overperformance, but on the second, not really able to get it done, and this time he will be dropped by Poison towards the A bomb site. Second kill from Poison as well. Kinkai and Speedak into the 2v3. 22 seconds left on this clock. Speedak already on towards Tetris. And he's got Kinkai back on the ramp, and Speedak is going to go over the top. He's going to see what he can find here. He looks towards the connector. There's one short. Great shot from Blocker. Excellent plays here. Kinkai falls apart. His DreamEaters throwing that one away. It falls through their fingers, and Windigo rates 6. Definitely could have been a case to be made there. DreamEaters should have won that one. I can't get it over the line, and a pause will come through. Definitely a tactical pause coming in here, I'd have to say, for DreamEaters. They've lost control. They have money coming up. This is where they need to get it done. Well, Speedak typically top of the scoreboard alongside Kinkai. 71 ADR on Speedak, 66 on the rest on Kinkai, 63 on Crad, 58 on Forrester, 40 on Sviat. Not a great performance from the two bottom players, but as long as their teammates can keep up a high level performance and an average performance on DreamEaters, that's where they can still contest. But Windigo, much better across the board on average. Pretty much every player doing their job to score. There's not much of a disparity in terms of kills from the top to the bottom. Only 5 separating Bubble and Poison. I mean, there's not much of a disparity between DreamEaters either, but it's just not... It's not enough kills really from anyone, so... Things not looking too great for DreamEaters at the minute. Windigo definitely looking like the more solid team, but money for the T side is there in plenty. So they can definitely keep buying. There's a frag from Chips that's opened things up, but the trade is almost instantaneous from Sviat. And Speedak able to pick himself up a frag. It's going to be the 3v4. Man advantage for DreamEaters. And Poison, he's got the op locked in towards long. Towards top middle. Sviat is going to start to drift his attentions towards the side of the boxes. And he's going to hold his AK. There's the shot. Oh, how's he missed that? That could have been a kill there for the CT side. Victor, lucky enough, picks it up as he pushes close. And this is where DreamEaters are now forced to make the play in towards A. Poison needs to stand tall. He needs at least one here to come in towards him. There's the shot on the op. Can he get the second? No. Speedak able to reply right back. Now Bubble and Victor into the 2v2. Shot from Bubble. Might have just done it. Victor was glitching out. He looked like he was alive on my end, but he is dead. So it's a 1v1. Speedak on 5 HP starts to make his way across towards default. 43 seconds left on that clock. Speedak up on top of default boxes, looks towards the connector within op. The bomb is there. He has to recover it, and Bubble knows that, so he can just sit there waiting until Speedak comes into his crosshairs. Problem is AWP very quick on the kills here. Speedak just needs to spot one bit of him. Take the shot, be 100% accurate. You got the kill, but no, he's going to walk right into the AUG. There's the frag. Well played from Bubble. It's 7-3 here. Windigo reach themselves 7. DreamEaters fall apart again. Money is still good, so another buy will come through. But this might just be their last buy. Take a look at our frag leader for the match so far. Poison. Valentin Valselev. That's a cool name. At the top of the scoreboard, playing very well. I did just butcher that name, I know, but I tried. Kinkai. An advantage for DreamEaters. That's exactly what they want. Kinkai finding the opening kill on the ships. Sviat is going to look up towards short. Minute left in the clock. What's the call here from DreamEaters? How are they going to convert this? There has to be a game plan. They can't afford to let it slip. Windigo will definitely love that. They'll take every single opportunity given to them. You can't boost there. Why are they attempting that? There's a little thing that blocks you, I'm pretty sure. I've done it many times in matchmaking where someone's tried to boost me and you kind of just get frustrated with them because you can't get up. It's kind of irritating actually. Well, trying to hold on, Bubble, multiple players coming towards him. It won't be anything. Crad able to drop Bubble with the AK. Second kill from Crad as well as he open up the side. Blocker sitting here, but Speedak will drop him. Is Victor into the 1v5. And this time, Windigo have just been shut out of the round. And Sviat is going to make his way through CT. There's the frag on the Victor. Surely it comes through at some point. Oh, very awkward. It does come through, but it's on Kinkai, so fair enough. It won't be around for DreamEaters. Much better. Keeping pretty much everyone alive. I think they did. A single kill coming in from Windigo, and their money is gone. These rounds have been so close, and because of that, their money hasn't really been able to grow. They've got a constant rebuy. They're going for the fourths. If they end up losing this is where DreamEaters do come into this first half. This is when they might even have a chance to walk away with a lead into the second. So the scoreline looks like it's relatively one-sided at the minute for Windigo, but it's anything but. This is as close as you can get it, really. DreamEaters will be up to that scoreline in no time, unless Windigo pull off the impossible with the pistols here. Forrester starts to make his way in. The AK gets dropped by Blocker, so aggression towards Palace working for the Windigo side here. Utility is starting to come in towards the B-bomb site. This is where they need to hold. Ships, he's waiting with a CZ-75 on the other end of the wall. He just needs to be patient. He holds the advanced angle with the CZ. Molotov goes deep towards car. There's multiple players here on the B-bomb site. This is perfect. That Molotov's going to force ships into the open. Instead of taking the fight, he goes for the knife. Tries to get away, but dies. And so the B-bomb site is most likely to fall here unless there's big kills in the CTs. Not happening. Kinkai, Crad, they find the shots. Only one coming in from the CT side. Poison, he's got himself a USP. Obviously saving for the AWP. Can't really get too much done here. Very close to picking up the kill. Can't quite get it. And so Blocker on his own, finished off by Speedak. It's 5 here for DreamEaters. 7-5 is the score. And things definitely looking close. Well, just over a minute left now. Much slower approach here from DreamEaters. They know they're going up against the Felico, or at least the low buy, so they have to give it respect, but they don't want to give it too much respect. They're going to make sure that they cross their T's, dot their I's, make sure that they're in good positions, ready to eliminate the weak weapons. As they go from underpass, they will start to take the fight towards connector. One player already sprinting on that connector. It will be the kill from Crad. Sviat able to get one as well, but Victor will enter back in the USP with Speedak connecting one on the AWP. Bubble just continues to move on up. The USP is doing damage. They shouldn't really find anything, but these kills, they'll be happy with them. anything's a bonus, and they've got AKs. That's one. Op is actually in the hands of Bubble. Let's see what he can get done. And that's going to be the headshots. Yeah, drops him 7-6. What is happening here? Such a close match has just occurred. Out of nowhere, things were looking good for Windigo, but they've all fallen apart. As Fiat and Crad, they did do the damage there for DreamEaters. But now we see ourselves at a 7-6 scoreline. Windigo get another bye. This is where they need to turn it around to try and give themselves that lead moving into the second half. If they can't get it done here, this is where DreamEaters can really start to pressure them. Both teams are pretty good on Mirage. We knew it was going to be close. And close it is indeed. I'm seeing some interesting names for DreamEaters in the chat. Well, Poison. He's going to drop Kinkai. That's a good start coming in from Windigo. They definitely suffered on the map that they lost in terms of opening engagements. DreamEaters were dominating the opening fights, but when it came to aim duels, that's where Windigo really shone through. Sitting down towards Underpass, 2 players sitting there currently. That'll be the shot coming in. Crad able to get 1 blocker there with 2. Perfect play here from Windigo. The bomb dropped on the floor inside the middle. They have to recover it here at DreamEaters, and they're coming in from A. It's not going to happen. Victor and Poison, they get themselves 8. This is looking likely we'll see Windigo end the half in a bit of a better fashion, you know, already confirming themselves at 1 round lead moving into that second half. But DreamEaters come right back into it with a bye. We could see it even Steven pretty much, close as it can get. Only 1 round lead for Windigo would be the best outcome for DreamEaters. Windigo want to push for a 9th. Either way, it's a relatively close half, one that you would kind of expect here. And after seeing sort of the series already play out, splitting each other's map picks, taking us on to the 3rd missed shot from Spidak. He would have hit that if he had just had a second longer. Maybe even a millisecond longer. Just very unlucky not to hit that shot. Well, time ticking. No one dropped yet, no first blood drawn, a much slower round here coming in from both teams. Windigo not showing any aggression on the CT side. DreamEaters hoping for it. They've sat back in a passive default. No need to really give anything up here on the CT side. They are in the driver's seat currently. It is going to be the fake executing towards the B bomb site, and that's actually worked. It's pulled Windigo across towards B with an extra player. That weakens the A defense, but they've held here strong before. Victor and Blocker trying to hang on towards the A bomb site. It's Bubble with the kill. Kinkai drop. Blocker able to get 1 as well as Crad finished off. It's going to be the 2-man advantage for the CT side. Blocker sitting here. Shot comes in. He'll hide behind the smoke. 20 seconds left on the clock. Victor here with the AUG. He will get his head ripped off. As Fiat comes in with a headshot. Blocker gets 1 more. It's all on Forrester. 1v4. And he's going to try and spam away. Spam away. Maybe spam, but not quite sure what Spram is. It's a 9-6 half nevertheless. Windigo will take the lead by 3, and they'll be feeling relatively confident moving forward with this as well. They are the team you'd expect to have the better performance across the best of 3. They definitely will have felt like they should have taken the series 2-0, but they might as well get it done here in this 3rd. They do lead by 3. A big performance from Poison, which is exactly what you want to see. Blocker's been playing consistently well as well, towards the top of the scoreboard, 12 and 8. The question for me is Ships at the bottom, 7 and 9. That's even another improvement that they could have to make themselves even stronger moving forward. I'm looking forward to that second half. I think the pistol is going to be very important here. I think DreamEaters are going to need that pretty much straight away. They need to get a good start. They need to start building up a lot of momentum moving into the second half. If not, then things are definitely going to start to struggle for them. If they win up the pistol like they did here in this first half, that's when they can really start to barrel away with a good amount of results. But we're going to go to a short break. We'll be back right after with the second half.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
Gotta say, that advert is so hype. Really gets you ready to cast some Counter-Strike or watch some as well, if you're at home. I don't know, when I'm playing or watching Counter-Strike, I always wanted to, when I'm watching Counter-Strike, should I say, I always want to play it. It always hypes me up, as long as it's good Counter-Strike. If I'm watching like Silvers, perhaps not so much, but I look forward to getting into this one. It's going to be 9-6. Windigo leading by 3. Can they get it done here in the pistol to try and extend their lead, or will it be DreamEaters walking back into the series? It's going to be utility here over on Windigo, smoking a Molotov on Bubbles. Smoke being used up towards mid, and then it's going to be Victor with the flashbang as well. Smoke for Window. Here comes the push. This is where things get very interesting. Sviat needs to hold here for DreamEaters as they come up towards short. He will be under pressure, unable to get a kill just yet, but has to fall back. They know exactly where he is. This is where the pressure really starts to amount, and you can't get a single shot landed. That is just so heartbreaking, but Forrester steps up. Can he get a triple kill? Forrester's got 2 already. That Molotov will force him back towards the cart. Crad assisting as well. DreamEaters are doing this. Forrester's just pulled it right back. It was looking so scary for them, but Crad steps in. Incredible stuff as Bubble into the 1v4. Has to try and pull this one right back, and it's just not looking likely at this point. I'd go as far to say it's as impossible, indeed it is, by DreamEaters winning. And it's the pistol pickup, and this is just these whiff shots from Sviat. Luckily his teammates are able to bail him out towards the B bomb site. You see Forrester just picking up that double kill. Perfect stuff there on that B hold. You know, the exciting thing about this is Forrester was actually the player that wasn't very good on the second map, but absolutely unbelievable on the first. So a little bit of inconsistencies, and perhaps if he's got a performance, he's playing well in Mirage, that's a good step for DreamEaters. It is going to be Windigo trying to execute in towards the A bomb site with a force buy. They come through. It's Kinkai with the first kill though. A good start, a second as well. A lot of money being built up as Speedak will assist, and now it is all onto Bubble and Ships. The Ships making no one. DreamEaters on 8. They only one away from from evening the scoreline. With Windigo force buying into that one, we got to look at most likely a 9-9 scoreline, with both teams being even again. Still 1,579 of you joining us here late tonight at the UCC channel. Thank you very much, everyone. I know it's late in Europe. Got some Counter-Strike to play. And it's going to be Kinkai with a flashbang assist from Crad. Will result in a kill onto Poison. Speedak aggressive this time. Melt 2 of the players towards top middle. And 2 in towards Overpass. They will get dropped as well. It is 9 apiece on the scoreboards. This is where things begin to get a bit more interesting though, as Windigo will come with a bye. Well, here we go. Windigo wants the call. What's the play? Seems as though they've gone for the standard default approach into this round. Not really pulling anything out of the bag just yet. Well, Bubble is very much ready to just hold back inside a palace and wait for an aggressive player to come his way. He won't be able to drop him and give the advantage, but Speedak is just patiently waiting here, waiting for a player to come into his crosshair, and that's when he takes the pick. That's when he falls back away with his reward, and there's the kill. Speedak collects it on the Bubble eventually, but Ship's able to trade towards Window. Blocker drop towards the connector, and Kinkai's doing a great job for DreamEaters. It's all on a Ship. Suddenly Windigo fall apart, and it's DreamEaters at 10. This is incredible. Ships has to pull off the clutch. A 1v4. He's got the first. You have to remember it has to be the ace clutch. He came close on Overpass. Can he come do it this time? 40 seconds left on the clock now as Ship starts to make his way back towards CT. Surely there's no way he does this. The crossfire, it's an iron hold towards Palace and Ramp with the bomb on the floor. Ships would really have to put the boot to the throat of these two players if he is to win it. Flashbang goes over the top. Speedak will peek from Ramp. This is the kill. It's double figures for DreamEaters, and Windigo seem to be nowhere to be seen. This is a different face we've seen them so far. DreamEaters getting it done on the second half so far, and not only stands 6 away from taking the series. Well, here they go. Windigo, not really much to go with, so they're just going to go for the straight up A execute. Smokes for stairs, jungle and connector alongside CT. And there goes Kinkai. He's going to step out. Easy triple kill from Kinkai. He will be finished off by Bubble, and it will be Crad stepping up to sweep up the rest of the trash. It's going to be 11-9. DreamEaters, they're only 5 away here from taking this series. This will be incredible for them to continue their wins against Windigo. You have to remember they did beat them in this tournament already. Looking back at the bracket, DreamEaters have definitely been performing well recently. A lot of people underestimating the side, sleeping on them perhaps. Windigo have had some questionable results online lately, you know, winning games, losing games they probably should, on paper, be able to win relatively easily. And so perhaps there's a dip in form there on the Windigo side of things. And here comes the push. Windigo coming on in. It's going to be the utility being used up towards CT. Molotov's in play. Blocker on the edge of the smoke. Crad, he's going to take a lot of damage from that. And the bomb plant's coming in from Windigo. This time they do the A execute, but they have rifles. And that makes it much more effective. They get the kills. Blocker with 2 there. It's all falling apart as Windigo have the man advantage. Make it a 2-man advantage with that frag from Poison. And so Forrester and Speedak, I think it's save time. There's no way back into this bomb site now. Fall away. Get those rifles into the next. And hope that you can challenge again, as Windigo will reach 10 themselves. This game truly is on, with no one really wanting to give up.
Terrorists win.
Well, 11-10. DreamEaters trying to get it over the line here to try and give themselves the upset win, but Crad has got himself the first kill. Although Windigo have gone for the same rinse and repeat strategy in towards the A bomb site. The bomb coming on through. Sviat is going to get himself on towards the site. Poison brings the bomb on over, gets it planted in the default position, and Crad, he's going to be there. Blocker takes the frag. Kinkai and Sviat, they get themselves frags back. It's on a bubble and chips now for Windigo. It's not looking good for them at all. DreamEaters look to try and answer back with a win. They take 1 loss, but they answer right back. The tenacity for them to do that is perfect. And we'll be 12-10, 4 away here. DreamEaters, not exactly the scoreline many were predicting, but they are really forcing the issue against Windigo. And Windigo seem to be out of the depth here. They don't really have too much to go off of. In the same sort of hitting the A strat over and over again. Well, this Kinkai still dominating the opening frags. 5 on the board. Well, Kinkai again, there's another opening fry coming in. Speedak and Kinkai, they get some more. Bubble now into the 1v5, it's almost impossible. We reach 13-10 and DreamEaters are just going forward. There's no other sight really for them other than victory at this point. There's Kinkai. Like, what is that? Ships just has his knife fight. Should never really happen. They should always be expecting that push towards underpass. I mean, at least have an inkling that it could happen. Let's take a look at the ADR. It's going to be 91 ADR on Kinkai. He's really stepped up in the last couple of rounds. Those opening kills really coming through. A big performance from him. 21 and 14. In below that, Speedak on 19 and 12, 90 ADR. 82 ADR on Crad. It's been a consistent performance across the board from DreamEaters. Over on Windigo, it's not exactly the same story. They've definitely stepped up here, DreamEaters, in the second half. Money is good for Windigo. A pause has come in, a tactical pause at that, I'm sure. They want to get into the right mindset for moving forwards. Into round number 24, they need to continue the fight. If they don't win this, DreamEaters reach themselves 14. Money not great on Windigo, and that's when things probably will end. Well, Speedak. Poison holds the Iron Gold. No way. How does Speedak pick up that kill? Poison had the Iron Gold, but Speedak peeks into him, still wins the fight, just predicts it better, I'm afraid. And that's another opening kill coming in from DreamEaters. This is do or die time for Windigo. If they cannot get it done here, this will be DreamEaters taking 14-10, looking primed to take the entire series, as Windigo are just going to leave the AWP of their fallen comrade on the floor. And it's going to be Windigo making their way back over towards the A bomb site. It's been the only side of the map they've seemed to have had any success, and even at that, they haven't had that much success. It's just been relentlessly pushing in towards it and just hoping for the best. But some say that's the definition of insanity, to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Let's see if they do the same. Perhaps they change it up a little bit. They're going to charge on in through the ramp room. Maybe the smoke's over the top. Smoke deep in towards jungle. Stairs. Nothing for CT just yet. They're going to actually have to challenge that angle, and Crad has an AWP, could pick off a free kill. Has to be the perfect flick, but won't happen. Well, he has to stay alive inside of CT. Kinkai peeks, gets one Molotov back, and it's looking okay for Windigo at this point, but the kills keep coming through. Perfect here from DreamEaters. It's into the 3 versus 2. Man advantage for the CTs. Oh, they try to plant for short, but the smoke fades, and Speedak, he nearly gets the kill there. But Ships is going to tap through the smoke. Good trade. It's into a 2v2 now as Ships continues to run over the top of the ticket. The balls for this play is incredible. Bubble hits the headshot, but Crad is there for the trade. Into the 1v1 as Bubble, he's going to hold the site. Has to hold the site. Windigo need this round, and Bubble is going to do his best towards the benches. Smoke goes across. Crad has no idea. Crad has no idea that Bubble is sitting here, and he could wrap around the time so low. It's surely Windigo's round here at this point. Perfectly played here by Bubble. Crad is going to peek out. Bubble finds the frag. It's 11 for Windigo. 13-11 to be exact. Well, slower approach this time from Windigo. They know they cannot afford to lose this one. If they do, the money is gone. DreamEaters will continue to fight forward. Money not really a problem for the CTs still. Very much so for the T side though. It's not looking good at all for that side. Forrester in a good angle. 50 seconds on the clock. Can he hold on as the bombardment of Windigo players about to come in towards his position? He needs to hold steady. He needs at least one kill here, otherwise it's over. There's the bomb. That's the most important kill he could have found. Perfect from Forrester. Traded back, but this is a 3v3 as the shot from Speedak connects. Looks for the second. Can't get it. And so looks back towards bench. looking to try and get onto the bomb site. Windigo running on in. It's going to be Speedak close. 25 seconds. Shot from Poison. Great kill. It is going to be Speedak on the spot. Bubble takes one. Kinkai there with another, but Ships. He will get the trade back. It's Windigo with 12. They're going for this. They want to pull it right back. Break the hearts of DreamEaters. And perhaps the dreams of DreamEaters are about to be eaten up by Windigo. What an incredible storyline that would be. Match paused. DreamEaters surely have called this one. Well, here we go. Time resumes. I see a lot of people in the chat calling up for the caster's curse. We'll have to see how this one goes. It's always been a close one. It always will have been a close one. They split each other's map picks. We find ourselves a Mirage, a map that both teams can play. They sit inside the middle. Windigo with 4 players there. The 5th not too far away, who's will join them. Has joined them in towards Underpass. And it's going to be Kinkai. Speedak holding the angle. Spots one player there. That's a great headshot. Speedak picks up the opening frag for DreamEaters. This could be the round for them to turn around as Kinkai looks to try and get it done towards the connector, although Windigo were pressuring up through that smoke. 50 seconds left on the clock. Man advantage here for DreamEaters. Can they convert this round win? 45 seconds now as Windigo boosting the player up towards the window. That's Blocker. He's going to try and be the linchpin in this attack for Windigo as he wants to try and get in from behind. Kinkai, this is time to hold the connector. His biggest performance has to come through yet. He's been a master here on the A bomb site and he gets himself 2 kills. Perfect, and Ships gets one right back. It's on Ships and Blocker to try and pull it off for Windigo. Otherwise, it's DreamEaters on 14. That's when Windigo's money will reach its minimum. Things are not looking good here. Blocker will get one back, but as a 3v1 finished off, DreamEaters hit 14. It's 14 to 12. You can see a replay of this hole from Kinkai towards connector. This is just incredible. Needs to get at least 1, ends up with 2. Really could have got the 3rd, but Ships was quick on the trade. Only the 2 for 1. We reach 14 to 12. The money not good for Windigo. It is going to be the AKs. Windigo. This is their last stand. DreamEaters, if they win this one, surely will end the series in favor. Crad. He's going to sit underneath. There's the kill. That's a beautiful headshot. Shot away on the Victor. The man advantage picked up. Windigo, they want to charge out and try and get this trade right back in towards the site, but Crad is doing damage. Finally finished off from ramp. A good kill from Blocker as Crad will drop, and it's into the 4v4. Again, it is even, but Kinkai, he might try and step up, but it's not going to happen. Speedak has to trade. It's 3v3. This is just not the way I was expecting this one to go. Windigo still keep fighting with even minimum weaponry. They can still cause problems for DreamEaters. Under a minute left. DreamEaters with the AUGs, the AWP for Speedak. And Ships is going to go back over towards B. He's going to be the scout, the information player. He'll try and fake as well. He doesn't have any utility to try and sell that fake, so he has to sort of use himself as a fake. For that, obviously, it would be much more effective if he had a someone there on the B bomb site for the CT side. At this point, they are just going to try and walk on towards A. Perfectly holding it on the CT style. Once they realize that the bomb is getting planted over here, they're not going to rotate off towards B. They'll just stick around. And then he's going to be the push here. Comes Poison. He's going to find Sviat. Good stuff here already. Poison gets the damage done. Forster replies back and it's into the 2v2. 15 seconds. The bomb needs to get planted. Bubble has to win his teammate. It's the two Deagles. A UMP in play. There's the first kill. Ships gets it. Now Forster into the 1v2. Tries to deny the bomb plant. The man who had the big performance in Overpass has to have it here, Mirage. Low HP towards the stairs player. Bubble falls back towards ramp. Forster tries to get it done, but it's Bubble for Windigo. It's 13 on the board. And that is a round they really should not have won, but they pull it out of the bag. Magic here for DreamEaters is required. Can they get it done off the back of another low buy themselves? Oh, this is as close as you can get it towards the end here. Would not be surprised if we see him for Overpass come in. What am I talking about? Overtime. This is late here in Europe. I'll use that as the excuse. Poison. He's going to sit back in Powers winning with Victor right now. That's the 2 kills needed for Victor to take them to 14. Surely DreamEaters cannot do anything about this. They've left money in the bank for the final buy. It's going to be right down to the final nail. We'll hit round number 29. It is going to be Sviat dropping inside of the connector. Good stuff here from Windigo. Very clean indeed. Only losing the 1 player. And Forrester looks to fall. He can't even get through Murder Hole. He can't even walk through the hole himself. It's 14-14. DreamEaters, what was looking so strong for them, might have just fallen out of their hands. Time for DreamEaters to pull off what would a lot of people would deem relatively impossible. It's not looking good already. Blocker and Victor, they do pick up the first kill. Kankai's done a great job this series, but can't get it done towards stairs. It will be map point for Windigo, series point for the favourites, and this is not the way DreamEaters wanted this one to go. It's not the way it was looking like it was going to go a couple of rounds ago, but Windigo are here, they are playing, and they're going to break the hearts of DreamEaters in this round, unless DreamEaters can pull off an incredible feat. To the DreamEaters fans, it's not looking too great. It'll have to be overtime. Crad, can he do it? He's got the Mag 7 pointing towards the ramp room. Windigo wanting to come out towards this. Crad sits patiently with the Mag 7. It will be the push coming in. Mag 7 with the first shot. Can he get the second? Probably not at this point. Surely he drops, but no, it's the kills from DreamEaters. Shouldn't have happened. Victor able to get himself one, and this is just nuts. Bubbles actually pummeled his way through the smoke. He'll be dropped by Speedak and the pistols. The Mag 7s, they're making it work against Windigo. They have to try and recover. I think they might just as well here. Kinkai's going to be forced out. That smoke might have just saved the day though for DreamEaters. Kinkai surely was about to get Molotov out of this sandwich. It would have dropped him. It would have been right back into the 2v2. But Kinkai luckily has the smoke grenade, and that saves the day for him. Now DreamEaters stand the chance. The big flank coming in. They got to go back towards the B bomb site. Victor just sitting here on Tetris. This is such a big risk. They've got to really rely on ships getting it done there. No. Victor gets double peaked. It's all on the ships. The 1v3 needs to happen. Otherwise, it's overtime. This is just incredible. This should not even be remotely possible from DreamEaters, but they make it happen. Ships has to pull off the 1v3. They come in towards him, coming in from short. The bomb ticking on the B-bomb site. They have an AK on 2 players, an MP9 in the hands of Kinkai. The kit is alive. They've got smoke grenades, Kevlar on every single player. This is not going to be easy, but they line up. Ships hits the first. Knows they're coming in from short. There's the second as well. One more to find. Ships could do it all here. The defuse is coming through. Is it overtime? No, Ships pulls it off. It's a 16-14 win as Windigo will steal away the series. What a way to end it. An absolute blistering performance from Ships at the end. Coming in clutch. Windigo win the 1v3. And that is it. A 16-14 scoreline with DreamEaters' hearts just being shattered at the last moments. That is just an incredible performance. Speedak 25 and 18 at the top of the scoreboard. Second on the board is Kinkai and 25 and 20. Massive performances there from the boys on DreamEaters, but just not able to get it over the line. But that is it for today here at the Loot.bet Season 2. Windigo are the champions of the consolidation final. They'll move on to play Gamers Legion, I believe, in the next matchup in the bracket. But thank you very much for all for watching and joining us on this late night. We're going to go to a short break and see you guys for another
Counter-terrorists win.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
16 in the summertime when you saw me like a movie scene. We were crazy like a teenage crime. You picked me up and you'd had 69.